This is a production of Hockey Night in Oswego, only on WTOP.
As the temperatures dip below zero on this cold February day, two teams will duel it out with playoff implications lurking ahead. It's the Geneseo Ice Knights. It's the Oswego State Lakers. It's Hockey Night in Oswego, and it starts right now. And it's the Perch. Jacob Bradley alongside Tommy Tallarino and Michael Shetler for this big-time matchup here late in the SUNYAC season, late in the regular season with playoffs lurking ahead. Gentlemen, let's just start off by a little how you do. How are you doing?
Hey, we doing all right here on the Perch. I don't know if it's the goosebumps that's getting me from the cold or this electric feeling in the rink tonight. I mean, surprisingly, it's the warmest place in Oswego right now.
It is.
Just talked to the meteorologist team. They said it is almost below zero right now. We're in for a top-notch slobber knocker, I'll tell you that.
Shetler, how are you?
Magnificent man bun Bradley, most dapper man in all the land, Tommy T. Oh, it's always a pleasure, gents. And tonight, it's big fight feel here in the Deb, as nothing can dim the lights that shine down. Two SUNYAC powerhouses coming at it. The stars are on the ice, and the stakes can't get any higher. Yeah,
they can't get any higher, and it's time to take a look back into the past because Oswego's got a chance to rewrite history tonight. It'll be the first time since the 2012-2013 season that the Lakers have swept the Ice Knights in regular season play. Funny enough, gentlemen, 10 seasons ago, 10 years ago, the Lakers did it 10-1 on the road, 4-3 at home. Same format as well, road then home. I want to get your guys' thoughts on those implications and how the Lakers are looking to maybe rewrite some history tonight.
You know, this is a huge game right now. Not only to rewrite history, you know, some people are superstitious. That's a big superstition right here. But they need to get some momentum back. You know, we've seen the Lakers trying to get into a rut, you know, not playing like we've seen them earlier in the season. And this is a good way to get over that hump. Hey, we're against a big team. Let's get things done here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, this game, no underestimating it, is huge, and the writing for the sweep might be on the wall. First time the Lakers went on the road and won against Geneseo, then they went to the Deb, which was MCC before, and then they completed the sweep. And they started the run back in November, snapping a 7-game losing streak. Is the writing on the wall tonight? I think it might be.
As Alanis Morissette once said, it's a little bit ironic, but besides just the past, a lot of importance in this game. We mentioned it. Playoffs are coming up. We're going to look at the standings a little bit down the line from now, but just overall importance. The SUNYAC game, some playoff implications on. I mean, it's going to be a lot interesting, but we're going to take a look at what head coach John Whitelaw had to say about the importance of this very matchup tonight.
Whether it's us battling to try to get back into first place, or Jenny trying to catch us, or even Brockport trying to make the playoffs, every game you have to bring your A game, and I think that's what makes the SUNYAC so fun and enjoyable, but it certainly makes it hard every single game.
Well, we left you with the thought of the standings. We're going to take a look at those standings and just show you just how tightly knit this playoff race is as we look towards the latter half of the season. Of course, Plattsburgh in first place, Oswego, Geneseo, Cortland. I mean, we are looking at some top dogs up amongst these SUNYAC playoffs.
Yeah, that's right. You see Plattsburgh took over as number 1 with the win last week against Geneseo. Oswego still in there. They dropped the 2. Geneseo right behind them. But this is a competitive SUNYAC. This year has been way more competitive in the past few years. We've seen more than just 2 teams for competing for that top spot. You got Plattsburgh, you got Oswego, you got Geneseo, Cortland, and Buffalo State still can get up there. It's exciting.
Yeah, obviously, like you said, the big dogs, Plattsburgh, chilling at number 1. And then, hey, look, Oswego at 2, but creeping right on the doorstep is Geneseo. Could they bump up in the rankings today? The only way for Oswego to lock that 2 seed, at least for now, is a win here tonight.
I mean, it's been Geneseo's SUNYAC for the last 5 years, pretty much. But to focus on more of the matter at the hand, the game that we have in front of us, my man right here made an excellent package. We're going to take a look at that and show how this has really developed into such an intense rivalry.
Oswego welcomes Geneseo to their home ice for another chapter in their competitive matchups over the last 5 years. Even though the Ice Knights have had the best of the Lakers in these games, the Lakers got some revenge with their first win against the Ice Knights since 2018, when they traveled to Geneseo earlier in the season. With the recent success in battles between the two teams on the ice, a SUNYAC rivalry has formed.
very big rival of ours, along with some of the other top teams in the leagues.
These two teams have met in the SUNYAC championship in back-to-back years, with the Ice Knights winning both times, and the Lakers don't forget that feeling of these endings to these championship games.
How the last 4 years here, I think, have ended. Obviously, there's some motivation for our guys to really want to take them down. But
the Lakers not only look to get a win against Geneseo tonight, but they are also playing for top seeding in the SUNYAC. The season is winding down, and every game becomes even more important in more ways than one, with how competitive the conference is shaping up.
Massive conference, need the points for playoffs, but more importantly for our confidence and the way we're rolling into playoffs.
The Lakers are looking for their first regular season sweep against Geneseo since a decade ago. But more importantly, they're looking for a top seed in the SUNYAC playoffs and maybe a bid for the NCAA tournament. For WTOP 10 Sports, I'm Tommy Tellerino.
Who is that guy up there? What a guy. Thanks, Tommy. Absolutely incredible package. But we're going to have to take a quick break right now. When we come back, we're going to have a lot more for you, so you're not going to want to go anywhere. We're going to take a look at the last time out. We were also able to sit down with head coach Ed Gosick, and we're going to take a little trip around the SUNYAC. All this and more coming up on WTOP 10.
When you look at the number of disasters in the U.S., chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
I think you could build a house here with how many bricks are being laid in this game.
That is a rapid nosedive, and it is at the point of no return, guys.
Up to Dobson at the point. The cross-ice pass comes to Parise, who's going to extend the lead to 3, but the Columbus Blue Jackets, they're not going down without a fight. Puck loose, out in front of net.
Welcome back to the best show on WTOP. I'm your host, Miss Meg Trivia, and I'm Donna.
We start things off in the pool as 4 members of the Oswego women's swimming and diving team have earned all SUNYAC honors. Oh, finally, get that old music back. Welcome live inside the Outer Urban Studio for the newest episode of Sports.
A long lineage leading to tonight's game. The Lakers with an opportunity of a lifetime to make that final playoff push and potentially take home another SUNYAC regular season title, but a lot to get through before that. We welcome you back to the Purse. Jacob Bradley, Tommy Tallerino, and Michael Shetler up here. And guys, let's not waste any more time. Let's get straight into it. Geneseo, we're going to highlight them first. Coming off of a loss their last time out. A little bit of a heartbreaker for Geneseo faithful, of course, losing to Plattsburgh at home. Just an absolutely demoralizing game for the Ice Knights.
Yeah, this is a hard-fought game between 2 of the top teams in the SUNYAC. The Ice Knights, what got them? They got off to a slow start, a Plattsburgh goal by Adam Trenowitz, but then they give up another goal right after that, after their power play attempt. But it got a heavily contested physical third period, and this really did not go well for the Ice Knights.
Yeah, well, we know Geneseo, a team who maybe isn't exactly as physical as most of the teams. Plattsburgh comes up here a lot, and we know from experience they can get physical. You see right there, Shet, is the game summary from that. Pretty even overall, and Plattsburgh just escaping away with the victory.
Yeah, I think Plattsburgh, I mean, I wouldn't call it luck, but it was very, very close contested game. Looking at the shots, 26 compared to 24. Power play, both did not succeed on scoring on a power play and equal face-offs. It just came back down to, I don't know, who wanted it most, I guess.
Yeah, And that power play as well is something to be noted. 0 for 2 Geneseo was in that game. I think we're going to talk a little bit more about the power plays as we go on. It certainly will be a factor. But Oswego also coming off a loss, another heartbreaker for the Lakers against Cortland right here in this very building. You guys were up here on the perch talking about it, so I'm going to just let you guys run with it here.
Yeah, looking back at last Friday night, not the Katy Perry song, although that is a banger. The Lakers coming off a heartbreaking 4-3 OT loss against the Cortland Red Dragons. Oswego was able to tie it up 3-3 late in the third period with a clutch goal by Alex DiCarlo. But yeah, in the end, the Lakers, a little wraparound, and that sealed the deal. Heartbreaking loss. Tommy and I had, I don't know if I'd say the privilege, but yeah, we were up here watching that devastating loss.
It was a tough one, I'll tell you that. You know, Oswego looked really good. You know, Gatto and Cahill had some yucky style with those goals, the backhanders. But the big takeaway for me, we'll talk about it a little bit more later, but no power play goals, and they had 6 attempts. That is something that cannot happen moving forward. No go at all.
Go.
Absolutely not. That 0 for 6 is something that is just going to eat at the Lakers, and I know it certainly was something that they're going to look at for practice, especially in this past week. Coach at Gosek, we were able to sit down with him and get his opinion on what he had his team go through over the last week following the loss.
Bottom line is good teams, veteran teams, find ways through adversity when things aren't going well, whether it's special teams, 5-on-5, into the lineup, out of the lineup, you have to stay positive.
Well, Tommy, I believe you're the guy that preaches it the most. It's not about how hard you hit, it's about how hard you can get hit and come back. But, gentlemen, I'm going to ask you guys a question. You guys ready to take a little trip?
I'll go for a field trip.
Let's take a look around the SUNYAC at some of the other matchups that are going on here today. As we take a look there, Plattsburgh against Fredonia, Brockport and Cortland, Potsdam and Buffalo. Shad, I'm going to start with you. Run me through the matchup that you're most looking at today.
You know, I'm looking at Plattsburgh and Fredonia because Plattsburgh, obviously, like I aforementioned, the big dogs. Fredonia, if they can pull out an upset, you know, I don't know, I might have to streak the ice, but you know, that's gonna be quite the game. Brockport and Cortland has that's another contested game, and then Buffalo State, they're 5th in the SUNYAC. However, they're creeping. They have a chance. You know, some things could go wrong for the higher seeding of the SUNYAC. We'll never know. So Potsdam, Buffalo, that's another game I'm looking at. Tommy T, what you think?
Yeah, that Cortland-Brockport game I'm also looking at just because we saw how Cortland can play.
Yeah.
When that special teams get out there, man, oh man, they are electric. We saw them score less than 2 minutes on a power play. That's a team you got to look out for. And then Fredonia, if you're Oswego, you need them on upset alert here tonight.
Absolutely you do. And of course, Cortland, they're do knocking at your back door. But we're going to take another quick break, and we'll be right back with some more pre-game show shenanigans because we've got some matchup history, some rankings, and we're going to take a look at tonight's netminders. All this and more coming up on WTOP Time.
Welcome back to Major Discussions.
To eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
bit of a throwback tonight as the Lakers will be repping those beautiful black uniforms on the ice tonight as we are moments away from puck drop. But we welcome you back to the Perch beforehand. Jake Bradley, Tommy Tallarino, and Michael Shetler here. But we have a fourth guy with us. Who could that be, guys? Who could that be? Who? Well, we're going to send him to him. He's down there right now. Luke Rosenthal, take it away, my man.
Thanks, guys. Tonight's matchup between these two powerhouse conference leaders is a pivotal one in terms of conference standings and playoff seedings. But more than anything else, Oswego's just looking to become the top dogs over this Geneseo Ice Knights team once again. Historically speaking, Oswego's 62-34-6 all-time versus the Ice Knights, but have lost 7 of their last 8 contests against them. With their first win and lone win since 2018 coming earlier this season, it was in November of 2022. It was a 4-3 win over Jenny on the road. Like I said, it was their first win since 2018 over these Ice Knights team. And with the win here tonight, not only would Oswego get another 2 points in the SUNYAC conference, but they will have swept this Ice Knights team for the first time since the 2012-2013 season, nearly a decade ago to the day. So a lot is at stake here tonight. But for now, we're going to throw it up to the booth with Kyle Spizak and Jared Wakefield. Take it away, guys.
Thank you very much, Luke, and welcome to the Steve Levy Press Box here at the Deborah F. Stanley Ice Arena and Convocation Hall. I'm Jared Wakefield, joined by my good friend Kyle Spizak. And Kyle, well, it was a jaded January for Oswego, a little bit of struggles for the Lakers, and for Geneseo, some eventful nights on the ice as they suffered a few losses of their own, but had a pretty solid January. This is a huge matchup for the SUNYAC.
Yeah, this matchup honestly determines the rest of the season for Oswego and Geneseo when it comes into playoff seeding and really trying to take control of the SUNYAC. Both teams, it's do or die now. You cannot lose a game the rest of the season. And like you said, the Lakers have been on a slump the last couple of games, really the month of January, not their best hockey. Geneseo, they took a few losses, but overall they've looked really good over the last month.
Yeah, both programs had a really interesting January, and that's seen them moving up and down and around in the USCHO poll for D3 men's hockey. We'll take a look here. Utica Pioneers up at the top. The SUNYAC teams, they bobbled around. You got 3 of them in the top 15. The Plattsburgh Cardinals coming in at 6. That's the highest they've been all year. Geneseo started off in the top 3. They slid almost out of the poll. They bounced back up to 9 in Oswego. They were in that 6th spot a few weeks ago. They've slid down to 12. And Kyle, a real interesting year for these SUNYAC teams.
Yeah, SUNYAC has been one of the strongest conferences within national play so far this season. A lot of really tough matchups. Obviously, a big loss against Plattsburgh 2 weekends ago for Oswego. That's a real big hit towards their momentum going forward in the season. But Geneseo also dropped to Plattsburgh as well. So this Plattsburgh team, going into the season, we didn't think they were going to be as powerful as they were, but they proved us wrong. Oswego, they've been a fantastic team when they play like it. It's a matter of whether they show up or not.
Absolutely, and to get a little bit of a teaser of what this game's going to look like for us, we're going to take a look at the stats between these two programs. Both of these teams last year, the stats very different. This year, they're pretty close here, as you can see, Kyle.
Yeah, honestly, one of the biggest things that shocked me this season was how stark the difference was in their stats last year. But then you take a look at it this year, and they are very similar team stat-wise, almost even. Shots per game, almost the same. Power play and penalty kill, both of them are having a down year when it comes to special teams this year. So they are having very similar seasons so far.
Yeah, it's been a very interesting year for both of these teams. You know, they're both similar in the goals department. They've had their defensive struggles, but both teams will look to try and right the ship today in what will be a huge consequential matchup. And what's going to determine this matchup, in our opinion, it's going to be who's between the pipes tonight as we take a look at our starting goaltenders for tonight's matchup. On your left, Cal Shell, the freshman from Ontario, Canada. 24 saves in the loss against Cortland. He has about a .925 save percentage. And then one of the best goalies and the most feared in the SUNYAC. Geneseo's reason to be believing, number 30, Matt Petitian, 23 saves in the loss against Plattsburgh. Petitian with multiple 40-save efforts this year. This is a battle of two great number 30 goaltenders.
Yeah, and Petitian's been outstanding this year. In 16 games he's played so far, a 187 goals against average and a 932 save percentage. That is insane. I mean, to allow under 2 goals a game every game in 16 games, essentially, that's outstanding. But on the other end, Shell, as a freshman, has been lighting it up for the Lakers, too. He's got a 2.4 goals against, which a freshman in this packed SUNYAC with how tight it is, Shell's been playing his tail off all season long. He's just gotten hung out to dry a few times.
Batesian, the seasoned veteran. Shell, the standout freshman on the Oswego team. We'll see how it pans out. We'll go back over to Tommy and Michael Shetler. Guys, we think it's the goaltending. What else do you think will determine this matchup here in the Deb today?
You know, guys, you are right. Goaltending is important, but I think there's another X factor for this contest. You know, usually an X factor, in my opinion, it's about a player. But in this case, I think it's a unit. It's this penalty kill and power play unit. The special teams really need to improve, and that's where they need to tighten up and get better if they want to beat this Geneseo team. We've seen them on the power play. They're towards the bottom in the SUNYAC. Penalty kill towards the middle. That power play in particular, you need to get the numbers up, and I think they need that if they want to win.
I mean, undoubtedly, but the one thing that might be in Oswego's favor, Geneseo, their power play also not that hot. If you look at Oswego's at 13-73 on the power play, Geneseo's 18-89, something that they both struggle with, but it's something that the Lakers, I mean, undoubtedly, it's been a burden the whole season. They really got to clean it up. They got to play smart hockey, and they got to play to their best potential if they want to come out with a win here tonight.
And I think one of the biggest things, real quick before we head to break, is just these teams are top of the SUNYAC with not very good special teams. Imagine if those special teams are on. Today could be the day where that starts, but we're going to have to take a quick break before we come back. We've got the 3 Ps coming up for you. Players to watch, picks and puck drop. Oh, my. We'll be right back with more pre-game show stuff on WTOP 10.
Put the keys down, Kevin. But I'm gonna drive home. There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving. I guess I have really been looking for love in this dating app. Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
I think you could build a house here with how many bricks are being laid in this game.
That is a rapid nosedive, and it is at the point of no return, guys.
As the Lakers take the ice, we count down the seconds until puck drops here for Into the Night in the Dab. We welcome you back up to the perch. Jake Bradley, Tommy T, Michael S. over there as well if we want to get technical with it. But let's get straight into it, gentlemen. It's time to learn who your guys' players to watch are. Gentlemen, take it away.
I'll start this one off with Geneseo. I'm going with the freshman, Dakota Zarudny, number 12 defenseman. You know, he's got 2 goals, 15 assists. But the 2 things about him that I really like, the penalty, stays out of the box, only 2 minutes the whole year. But he's like Magic Johnson out there on the ice, ditching out the puck, getting the assist numbers. He's doing it all out there.
Yeah, for Geneseo, for me, I got the sophomore stud, number 55, Furious Pete, Peter Morgan. If his teammates don't call him Furious Pete, they probably should start doing so. Tied for the most goals with 11, 12 assists on the season. That's the most on the team. This guy is a game breaker and a guy that can score when you least expect it and put you in a hole early on. And for Oswego, I got the man, the myth, the legend, senior number 9 Terminator, Tommy Cahill. He has been clutch all season and especially under high pressure scenarios. 6 goals on the seasons, 8 assists. This man is going to be a problem tonight.
Shatley, you're right about that. Tommy Cahill is just a beast out there on the ice. We witnessed that last week. But my guy, you probably don't hear much about him, but Trent Grimshaw, he is a junior forward for the program. Last time out, 2 goals against Geneseo, 2 out of the 4. That's huge, I think. I think he's going to spark some of that up again, get maybe one more. I'm not going to call 2, but maybe another one here. The numbers don't look that great on the year. 3 goals, 5 assists, but he's a physical guy out there. He's on a good line where he can be a playmaker tonight with Tommy Cahill and Daniel Calabufo. I think he's going to be a spark for that team to get things ignited.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Those are some excellent picks, gentlemen, but now it's time to learn about the game picks. I'm going to start it off with you, Tommy T. Who you got?
Listen, I'm going right back to what it was last time. Oswego 4-3. I think the writing's on the wall. It's playing out about a decade ago. We weren't here to witness it, but we'll witness it here now. I think Oswego, they're going to turn things around here, get that momentum shifted, and they're going to look straight ahead to the SUNYAC playoffs and take care of some of the competition in the SUNYAC.
Yeah, Tommy, we got a similar pick because it's into the night. The Lakers are going to shake the Knights all night long. I'm going 5-3 Lakers, and you can take that straight to the bank. Yeah.
Yeah.
And for me, you can call me Shawn Michaels in Montreal because I'm going to be healing it up tonight. I'm going to go Geneseo, and I'm going to go a little bit of a measly score, 1-0. We got 2 excellent net miners in there tonight. We've got a Geneseo team coming in with some anger, and we've got just overall 2 teams that have been struggling lately. So I think the team that scores is going to be the team that wins, and I think Geneseo going to come in here today with that chip on their shoulder, and we're going to see a 1-0 Geneseo win. But we're going to send it over to PA announcer Mark Marabito to introduce tonight's national anthems.
One step closer to the SUNYAC playoffs today. The Oswego State Lakers hosting the Geneseo Ice Knights again in their second matchup of the year. Once again, welcome to the Steve Levy press box here atop the Deborah F. Stanley Ice Arena Convocation Hall. I'm Jared Wakefield, once again joined by Kyle Spizek. And Kyle, teams head the benches and man the battle stations. It's time to go. One of the most anticipated matchups on the year. We've had it circled on our calendar since whiteout, and all the Laker faithful here who have followed this team know how huge this matchup is.
Yeah, I mean, it's freezing cold outside, Jared. It's like negative 25 with wind chill right now, but it is hot inside the Deb. I mean, the Laker faithful, they've made the trip out here in the cold because they know how important this game is. It is do or die for both teams. If you want that first place spot in the SUNYAC, you cannot lose another game.
Oswego sporting the retro blacks this evening with green pants. Geneseo in their blue and white with the white jerseys on tonight. Dark blue their homes, and Oswego will win the first draw. Top line trio out there for the Lakers. A new top line tonight. The third line a week ago against Cortland. It's Rocco Andriaki, Connor Sleeth, and Matt McQuaid. Left to right, Sleeth the center. On defense for Oswego, it's Drake Semran and Quinn Wormuth. And in net, the freshman Cal Shell as Wormuth goes back to play that one. So Wormuth sends it around. Skating in on it, the second line for Geneseo. Opening up. We apologize for some technical difficulties as Sleeth will take it on down now on Andriaki skating in. Here's Sleeth backhanding in front of the net, and that one doesn't get to Petitian. Andriaki gathering the puck up. Addison fires on it through traffic, and that one gets the stick of Sleeth and off the pad of Petitian. Didn't even get to the Geneseo starters, Kyle, and Oswego showing some early pressure, 2 shots already.
Yeah, I mean, a fantastic start for the Lakers. This is exactly what they were looking for right there. You're not going to get a ton of quality chances when it comes against Petitian. He's such a good goaltender. He's going to shut most things down. Oswego's going to have to get shots on net and get those rebounds and try to bang home the rebounds. That's going to be the huge part for the Lakers.
That puck chipped out of play there into the Oswego bench. Our starting line is for Geneseo. Second line pairing. It's Stephen McLachos on the left wing, and center 17 Tyson Gilmore, and on his right Mitch Macklett. Macklett, a transfer from Army West Point D1. Across the way on defense, it's Dakota Zarudny and Matthew Doran. And in that, obviously, Matt Petitian, the experienced senior from Mississauga, Ontario, Canada. That one coming in front of the net and sticking that one away is Peter Morgan. Speedy Petey, one of the best players for Geneseo. Brian Zarowski, the captain, skating his way around. He goes down into the corner, and it's a scrum. Multiple Lakers down there. Out now for the Lakers is the second line pairing of Gato, Shane Bull, and Alex DiCarlo. Ben Addison and Dickinson, the defensemen, as they scrum behind Shell. Still scrumming, puck still moving. Coming out right in front of Shell, and the Lakers will start the breakout. A good pass across from Bull to DiCarlo, pickpocketed away. Turning that one back into the zone is Zarowski. Back and forth hockey early. Oswego looking for a clear. Shane Bull unable to corral. Puck back along the boards. Shane Bull will take it out. Off the back of DiCarlo. Damsky was looking for it, and Bull with a good baseball play to bat that one into the zone. Geneseo looking for a quick clear.
Playing lacrosse, throwing that one down into the corner right there.
Geneseo will dump it. They'll get boxed in the zone, and Robillard will go to Grimshaw. Calabufo will dump it in, and Oswego pressuring early. Petitian bats it out to Calabufo, and Calabufo behind the net for Cahill. Cahill now along the boards, being pressured heavily by DeMuro. Bunka to Robillard. Robillard to the honey hole. That shot gets on, blocked out in front. Petitian almost went backwards, losing a skate blade. Shot coming on from Bunka, and that one wide behind the net. Robillard skates in, takes it down low. Check to the boards, and Calabufo will step in with Grimshaw. Bunka pinches ahead. Cahill up top with Robillard now, as the Ice Knights look to regroup. DeMuro looking to try and get this puck out, goes back and forth with Koutsamidis. Greg Koutsamidis, one of the veterans of this program as well. Bunka, the captain for the Lakers, fires it up to Arcans, bouncing, saucering puck. Loose. Corey Cunningham steps into play. Geneseo's fourth line now getting some minutes. And Oswego with some relentless pressure. Nolan Barrett, the transfer on for his first minutes of the game. That will go for the first icing of the game. And Kyle, not a single shot on goal for the Ice Knights yet.
No, not yet. And we were talking before the game, Jared, and even back in the studio. Oswego's thing that they've done all season is they play fantastic against hard opponents. It's the easier opponents they play down a level to. So I'm expecting Oswego to keep this momentum going just because they know how important this game is and they know how tense this matchup is every single year.
Barrett's pass blocked out in front, blocked in the neutral zone, and Geneseo with their best chance to get some zone time will be denied. So that puck comes on out and in, almost under the Oswego bench again. But now Geneseo will work back in their own zone. It was Smunt behind the net, up for Flack. Flack one-timer down low, almost tipped into the net, hard off the back of the boards. Fourth line getting some minutes. Tyler Flack draws back in the lineup for the first time in a few months, first time this year. Geneseo with their first rush. 3-on-3 in Warmouth. Evades the hit, leaves for Sleeth. Sleeth now skating up and through. Andriaki bats that one to McQuaid. Some good chemistry here early. Here's Sleeth. 3-on-2 chance. Sleeth for Andriaki and a good centering pass. Andriaki stick lifted, unable to make a play. Dickinson will get on that one. Drops to Andriaki. Andriaki will dump in. And it's been a busy start for Matt Petitian in the decor as Alex Wilkins and Petitian almost collide here in the crease. That one will go for icing again. And a lot of pressure here from Oswego early, Kyle. And I wouldn't say this isn't what we expected. Not to doubt the Oswego team, but Geneseo, strong program, obviously ranked number 9. The Ice Knights expected to be pretty back and forth, but Oswego wanting it more right now.
Yeah, they really have just come out with a real hunger. I mean, we mentioned Tyler Flack hasn't played since the Pathfinder tournament up here over winter break. This is his first game back, and in his first shift back, he rips one from the point and almost gets a deflection into the back of the net. So the Lakers are just playing with really good chemistry right now, and they're playing hard, fast hockey. I mean, you see right down there, a big hit.
Student section gets riled up for that one as Connor Gatto takes a player down, and he gets cross-checked up high. There's going to be a delayed penalty on that one. The whistle will go, and that's going to come on Nathan Pullman, a retaliatory penalty. That'll go for roughing, a big old cross-check right to the face, or it will go for cross-checking, either or. But Nathan Pullman gets into it with Connor Gatto, and Oswego will go onto the power play for the first time tonight, and the Lakers desperately needing one here.
Yeah, I mean, the Lakers, their power play hasn't been the greatest this year, but at the same time, Jenny's penalty kill has dropped quite a bit since last season at 81.5% right now so far in this season. And this is exactly what Oswego needed early in the game. They needed a power play opportunity or something to get them going right away.
Gatto shoots on. It got through the 5-hole of Petitian, but rolled wide of the net. Gatto up high for Sleeth. Deals to Warmouth. Warmouth working to the honey hole. Over to DeCarlo. Lakers cycling here early. Sleeth to the slot. He shoots wide. DeCarlo steps in to chip it in, and the Lakers very methodical here early. Geneseo using the body, using the lumber early. It has worked out so far. We remain 0-0 at 15 minutes. Calabufo gets it right in front of the net. Zarowski feeds that one to Petitian in the close play. He had Connor Sleeth just about on top of him, but Sleeth unable to make a play as Petitian covers it up.
Yeah, risky move from Geneseo right there, deciding to bury it in Petitian's pad so he can cover it up instead of electing to dump it out of the zone. Could have been fatal, nothing happened, so they got lucky on that. But Geneseo, especially on the penalty kill right now, you can't be making plays like that. And if you're going to average 9.2 penalty minutes a game like they are right now, you got to be strong all times you're in the box.
Lakers took that save chance to get some fresh bodies out. Ben Addison, the lone defenseman, out right now for the Lakers. Power play unit, Ben Addison, Tommy Cahill, Trent Grimshaw, Shane Bull, Jackson Arcan. Here's Grimshaw, drops for Cahill. Cahill shoots into the breadbasket of Petitian. Grimshaw ends up with it on the logo. Arcan shoots just inside the post off the logo of Petitian. Petitian will cover it up, a quick stop. A good start so far for Matt Petitian as the Lakers apply pressure. Geneseo still 0 shots, a minute left on the power play.
And Jared, we haven't seen the Lakers play this good since the Adrian game. As we take a look at this replay, a quick drop off to Cahill from Grimshaw. Rebound goes back to Grimshaw. He gets it over to Arcan. Arcan tries to rip one, and he catches the shoulder of Petitian. But a fantastic sequence of events there for the Lakers.
Absolutely. A quick update from Buffalo. Buff State leads Potsdam 2-1 right now as the Lakers come out of the zone, and it's Quinn Warmouth. Quinn Warmouth, 10 points this year, 4 goals, 6 assists. Warmouth having a breakout year so far. As here's Warmouth again, up to Calabufo, and the Lakers start the breakout. DeCarlo off his skate to his stick. DeCarlo skating in, goes down, takes it behind the net. Calabufo waiting in the slot. He'll dump it off to Sleeth, up to Warmouth. Warmouth shooting from the slot, wide. Looking to go high top left, unable to do so. Warmouth again. Warmouth down low this time. Gatto centers up for Sleeth. He shoots, and what a save by Matt Petitian. A tic-tac-toe passing play, and Matt Petitian able to force a draw there as he's able to get across and make a big stop for the Ice Knights.
And talk about threading the needle on that one. Gato down in the corner. They find Sleeth up in the high slot, and a laser of a pass. Nobody in Geneseo can get a stick in the way of that one. Hits Sleeth, and then he just pumps it straight down on net, and a great save from Petitian. He's keeping this game 0-0 with Oswego having 7 shots already in the first.
Warmoth dumping that down low for Calabufo, but the Ice Knights starting to get more physical. They had Calabufo tied up. A good play there as Geneseo gets a clear. Good power play so far for the Lakers, but a just as good penalty kill for Geneseo. Geneseo has had to work to keep a goal off the board. Macklett going in for it. He blows a tire and goes down. Shell stick tapping as the power play ends, and Oswego unable to convert, and Geneseo a good penalty kill to bolster what has been a difficult penalty kill this year. McQuaid on the forecheck there, and Geneseo looking to enter the zone, but Macklett loses that puck. Here's Connor Smart. Smart will elect to dump it in, trying to push to the net, but was double teamed. Matt McQuaid and Smart end up double teaming Ulia as the Ice Knights start to enter the zone. Macklett loses that one off. Zarowski looking to dump in. Zarowski will pedal back. Here's the captain, Bunka. Firing on. Petitian will blocker that one away. Relentless pressure as Oswego gets a full change here. Centering pass for the Ice Knights, chipped away, and the Lakers promptly heading back the other way. Dearmid DeMero drops that one right off to Cahill. The Lakers stay onside. Cahill shoots off the red basket of Petitian, and the rebound shot wide. Here's Dickinson from the honey hole. Shoots low, tipped, and what a save by Matt Petitian. Cahill got a stick on it, but Petitian able to collect the tip in an impressive stop again by Petitian.
And Geneseo's just stunned right now. I don't think they thought Oswego was going to come out as on fire as they are right now. They are just wheeling around the ice. They have taken full control of this game so far in the first half of the first period here. 9 shots in the first 8 minutes, and they've been quality shots too. It's not just throwing it on net.
Here's Jackson Arcan. He gets tied up, ends up going down off of Dakota Zarudny, the top defenseman for the Ice Knights on the depth sheet. Here's Corey Cunningham, centering pass, sticked away. Ryan Dickinson there, stick that one away, and now Ducky along the boards. That one comes out, Arcan off the glass, and down, and Geneseo back to recover. Flack looking to make a play. Addison with a good takeaway in the neutral zone, gets taken off the play. Shane Bolin, and Addison will dump it. Good high effort play by the Lakers to avoid what should have been a breakout chance there for the Ice Knights. Lakers still trying to find some twine here, almost halfway through the first. Here's Bull shooting on. Petitian with the save. Rebound chance. Petitian scrambling for the puck. A few players getting into it. There goes Shane Bull and Dakota Zarudny exchanging some blows. And it's already getting a little chippy here in the Deb as the Lakers, another offensive chance, smothered by Petitian.
We knew this was going to be a physical one from the start, Jared. I mean, these teams do not like each other. If you take a look at the last 10 years or so, these teams really do not like each other at all whatsoever. A very heated contest every single time they take the ice against each other, and Oswego's taken that to heart, and this is the most I've seen them play as a team all season, and at the same time, Geneseo's holding their own right now as well.
Fenster stocking on that one for the Ice Knights. In to clean it up instead is Dameski. excuse me. Gatto there behind the net, chipping that one out. The Ice Knights just barely keep it in. A good play there on the blue line by Wilkins. That puck going to get up into the twine that's a bit too high and out of play into the safety protection in that end. It's not really to protect people. It's more to protect the very expensive glass that would make it very cold in here if a puck got that far.
Yeah, I mean, it's not warm outside by any means. So having the glass intact is kind of a nice bonus. So if it's not negative 25 in here, it's actually quite warm. And this action's just making it even better.
Ice Knights looking to keep it in. Wilkins fans on it and has to take it out of the zone. Sends it across. The Ice Knights can't get onside in time, and Oswego will break it out. Grimshaw, high effort play. Stands up Wilkins as Wilkins goes down. Wilkins goes down again, looking for a penalty, nothing called. Shell unable to make the save, and it's a goal for Geneseo. Scoring is Greg Kusamides. He fires it top shelf, a beauty. And for the first shot Geneseo gets, they score, and it's Greg Kusamides on Cal Shell. 1-0 Ice Knights.
Yeah, and that's just a really, really tough shot to stop if you're Cal Shell. I mean, Kusamides comes down far side wing. He's a right-handed shot, so he's already got the angle advantage there, and then he just rips one right in between the top right edge of the crossbar. Shell couldn't get his glove up in time, and it's hard to read a shot coming in that fast. So one heck of a shot from Koutsamides and a good effort from Shell. Oswego's defense needs to step up and help up out there a little bit more.
Geneseo now starting to set some pressure almost halfway through the period. The Tide's feeling like they're starting to shift a little bit. Geneseo getting some much-needed offensive time as the puck is stalled along the boards. Dickinson will collect it after Oswego able to battle it out. Addison along the boards looking for McQuaid. That puck chipped along. Geneseo back to claim that one. It seems like the Ice Knights starting to find the Lakers' number. Addison chips that puck up. Rocco Andriaki now on. Andriaki missed a good chunk of the year, and Andriaki fires on. Petitian with the stick stave on the dump. McQuaid centering pass for Sleeth. Peter Morgan almost puts it in his own net, but ends up sending it off the back glass. Everybody tied up down low, and the Ice Knights looking for a breakaway chance. McLaughlin way ahead of the play. He'll wait for Morgan. Morgan dekes into the center, shoots on, and Shell, able to make a big pad save on that one as he's able to kick it up into the twine.
And how about the speed on Peter Morgan coming in? He just rips right through the neutral zone. Nobody comes close to touching him. Hits a quick move to cut in towards the slot. Takes a hard shot from the top of the circle. Shell just waffle boards that one away into the netting, and now we got a face-off.
Zarudny holding on to it, tipped away out in front by the Lakers. It's Quinn Wormuth. Wormuth with the tip. Wormuth corrals, looking for DeCarlo. Back to Zarudny. Geneseo dominating possession here. The Lakers looking a little bit lost right now out on the ice. Battling for it is DeCarlo here. DeCarlo, he's able to get it out, looking for a streaking Gatto. Can't get to him. Gatto's going to have a chance by himself. Drops off the puck. Trying to get it up to center, and he gets it to DeCarlo. What a save, Matt Petitian! DeCarlo looks top shelf, and Petitian, a cross-crease glove save, and Matt Petitian, an unreal 11 minutes so far in this first period.
Is that Matt Petitian or is that Henrik Lundqvist? I mean, Alex DeCarlo has one of the hardest shots in the SUNYAC, and Petitian just cuts across the crease and gloves it like it's absolutely nothing. That is a highlight reel play right there. Get SportsCenter Top 10 on the phone right now.
There was an odd man chance there, but the Ice Knights electing to dump it on in, and the Lakers have some space to work. Here's Nolan Barrett. He's allowed to cook. He passes that one up to Smart. Odd man chance here for the fourth line. Tyler Fleck shoots off the pad. Smart can't bury the rebound. Here's Smun over to Cunningham. The Ice Knights coming the other way. Wilkins tied up. Here's Smart back with it again. Back and forth hockey. Here we go. Flack drops that one off. Almost an Ice Knights collision as they'll elect to regroup and resettle the troops at the battle stations. Here's Smunt. Smunt working into his honey, all the near side face-off circle. Shooting on. That one gets the Shell eventually after some tips. The Ice Knights cycling. Shot coming on. That one wide of Shell. Geneseo using a lot of traffic here right now, Kyle. I don't think Shell's really seen a clean shot yet.
No, they're getting bodies in front of the net. Oswego's got to clear the front of the net and help Shell out as much as they can. He's going to get peppered.
Koutsamides turns that one around. Grimshaw unable to bat it away. Here's Bunka, be able to evade a diving Geneseo player, and we are going to get a penalty coming up. It's going to be, looks like it's going to be a trip or a slash here. Waiting to see who's going to the box. Not sure who touched up on it. Looks like it's going to be Oswego as Nolan Barrett heads to the box, and the Lakers' first penalty kill of the day coming up, and the Ice Knights' first man advantage. They're about 20%, Kyle. And in the SUNYAC, it's been a down year for power plays. 20% good enough for third.
Yeah, I mean, special teams has really struggled as a whole, and Nolan Barrett there, his stick clearly gets stuck in the skate, takes the player down. Oswego, you know, penalty trouble is something that's hurt them all season long, and this is something they need to avoid in this game. A quick dump right there, a good start to the penalty kill, but when their percentage is at a near 78, they gotta stay out of the box.
Here's Oswego, a shorthanded chance. Petitian's pass a little bit soft. Matt McQuaid was able to pick it up, but a good play by the Ice Knights to beat that puck out. Wilkins will set back and regroup. Here's McLaughlin. Dumps it in, intended for Macklett. That one off the glass. Fensterstock in the play on it. Here's a breakout chance from McQuaid. McQuaid's got Sleeth with him. McQuaid will hold. McQuaid shoots, and a good block it there out in front. Wilkins does a good job of staying with the play, and Petitian doesn't even need to make a play. Here's Macklett. The transfer from Army West Point. Skating on in and poke checked away by Dickinson. Getting that puck away is Bunka, the captain. A good first period so far. Here's Shane Bull again. All by himself. Another shorthanded chance. Bull dekes into the slot. He shoots, and you're looking to wrap around. Empty net. Bull unable to get the shot off, and the Lakers set it up. A great penalty kill here for the Lakers. Minute to go on the Geneseo power play as the Lakers look to get in the zone again. Ball fires on, a save by Petitian, and Kyle, we've had a lot of interesting hockey things here so far. Some special teams magic for both teams, some goalie magic for Geneseo so far, and the Lakers looking for a shorty.
I mean, this is just an evenly matched up game, and we knew it was going to be. We talked about the stats being so similar before. It's just an even matchup, and both teams are playing their absolute all right now.
Skating out with this one for the Ice Knights is going to be the captain, Matthew Doran, 2 captains. Captains being Brian Zarowski and Matthew Doran. That puck down behind the net to no Ice Knights. Nobody able to get on the horse and skate to it. Robillard tied up, Warmoth down there with him, and another pile up along the boards. Power play coming to an end less than 10 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And here comes Barrett back onto the ice. And straight to the bench he goes. Breakout chance for the Lakers is here Sleeth and DeCarlo. Sleeth enters the zone, drops it for DeCarlo. DeCarlo deking his way to the faceoff circle, shoots up into the netting. Excuse me, didn't get the netting, thought it did. Strategian able to get up and make the save. DeCarlo over to Dickinson. Dickinson looking to shoot through a screen just over the net and off the glass. Lakers looking for a little bit of puck luck as they're tied up along the boards, trying to add pressure. 6 minutes to go, a very quick period here early. Limited icings, 2 penalties. Greg Koutsamidis with the opening goal for the Ice Knights, and the Ice Knights looking for a second off the stick of Cunningham, but Cunningham's attempt sticked away into the corner, and once again, another corner battle here. Whole lot of corner calamity early. Got some SUNYAC updates coming our way here. Busy night around the SUNYAC, pretty consequential game in this one, but a few more coming up as Pullman sends that one across. Wilkins shoots through a screen, and that one blocked away out in front. So far right now in the SUNYAC, not a whole lot going on. Potsdam Buff State. Potsdam 1-2 over Buff State. Buff State leading that one. And right now, Plattsburgh taking a big lead over Fredonia early 4-0. I don't know if we saw that one coming with Fredonia having a good goaltender such as Logan Dick in that. Ice Knights working behind. It's Nathan Pullman. Took the first penalty of the day for the Ice Knights. Didn't matter. That one chipped up in the stands, and we've got a free souvenir going away, Kyle.
Yeah, and I mean, this game has just been so hard played and entertaining so far, and the IQ of both of these teams is off the charts. I mean, Quinn Warmoth in the corner there on the penalty kill, 10 seconds left, just pin it against the boards and let it run out all the way until the even strength again. That was the smartest move he could have made right there. Just a great display from both teams here tonight.
Cahill wins the faceoff, but beating the Lakers to it was Dakota Sarudny. Here was going to be a breakout chance for Cooper Fenterstock against Quinn Warmoth, but Fenterstock unable to corral it. Wilkins shooting on, and Cal Shell makes the glove save look easy as he grabs that one, taps it down to tag out the runner at second. And Shell with a nice big save. Geneseo 5 shots, Oswego 15, but the Ice Knights leading the way. Shot count really doesn't matter in that case.
Yeah, no, I mean, Petitian had a huge glove save earlier in the game. Cal Shell says, okay, if you can do that, watch me do it too. But like you said, the shot difference, I mean, Oswego's got triple the shots of Geneseo right now, but the score is 1-0 Geneseo at this point in the game.
Tyler Flack will chip that puck out along the board. Jackson Arcan almost into the penalty box. No penalty, he just got checked in there. It's Connor Smart in on the forecheck. Smart looking to switch up the momentum of this game right now. Troy Robillard will go back on it, no icing, headed towards the net of Shell, but Robillard stops it in plenty of time. Ice Knights go to Costco, wholesale change for them. Top defensive unit still out there of Doran and Zarudny. Coming out now is the very potent second line, 41 points between these two. Shot coming on, score! And right on cue, Stefan McClockos all by himself, able to beat Shell, blocker side. And just like that, 2-0 Geneseo, and Oswego has been bringing the pressure, but the Ice Knights make it a very quiet Deborah F. Stanley Ice Arena right now. 2-0 Jenny.
And that was just an absolute defensive breakdown on the Lakers. Ben Addison gets caught way out of position. And then Geneseo has the ability to just get it up the ice and move it down and get a good rush opportunity on Shell. I mean, Geneseo, they haven't had the advantage of most of the game. Oswego's controlled a lot of it in their zone, but if you give Geneseo a chance to score, they're not going to they're not going to let go of that opportunity. They will capitalize on it, as we've seen twice here in the first period now.
A lot of D1 caliber talent on this Geneseo team. A lot of them transferred in from D1 programs or elected to play here because of the winning culture of this program. Same with many players on Oswego as well. But with Geneseo, these guys can shoot. They don't need to pressure you to score. So there's going to be a delayed penalty coming up here. It's going to be another tripping call, and this one going again on the Lakers.
Yeah, and this is not the time they want to do this. I mean, they're just collapsing down right now. They get down 2 goals, but you got to keep your composure. It's still the first period. After the first, you got 40 more minutes of hockey to play. You can't just get into this mindset where you're behind and then you get angry and start playing frustrated. You have to keep your composure. You cannot take penalties, especially with how good Geneseo has been on capitalizing on those good chances.
It's Ben Edison in the box, 2 minutes. Another tripping call, the second on Oswego thus far, and the second on an Oswego defenseman. The Lakers not as lucky on this face-off draws. They'll have to set up early. Here's the Rudney into the near side face-off circle, shooting on. Surprise shot from Smunt. I wasn't even ready for that one. And unable to keep that one in is Doran. It'll go all the way down to Petitian. Ice Knights regroup, saddle up, get on the horse, and here we come. Doran, the defenseman, pinching in. Comes up to the Laker wheel, taken away by McQuaid. He's all by himself with lead. Here's McQuaid, he shoots on at Petitian with a big save. Another penalty coming up. Shell going in, so it's on the Ice Knights, and going to the box will be the captain, Matthew Doran. He will add in, taking a penalty to stop that breakout chance for the Lakers. And the Lakers, some 4-on-4 hockey, and then couple seconds of power play to wrap this period out. 3:11 to go in the period here on WTOP 10. Jared Wakefield, Kyle Spizak, and Kyle, just like that Addison penalty, a little bit less bitter, a little bit more sweet.
Yeah, I mean, just a great IQ play from Matt McQuaid there. He doesn't give up in the neutral zone, keeps attacking, manages to get the puck away from Geneseo's defender, and just brings it in himself, gets that chance, and now he draws a penalty out of it as well.
Odd man chance here. Pullman skating in, drops the puck off to nobody. Bounces off the boards, and now the Ice Knights will work to set it up and try to pressure the Lakers. An already tired penalty kill from one penalty kill a few minutes earlier. Wilkins skates in, drops it off down low. Here's the Kutsamidas skating on, looking for a second, and Shell will trap that one along the pads.
And a good save from Shell there, keeping the puck out of the net. Not a high-quality opportunity from that angle for Geneseo, but at the end of the day, I mean, they have 7 shots and they have 2 goals already. So if that doesn't tell you that anything can go in at any point in time, then I don't know what does.
Cal Shell, a bit familiar with pressure already in his freshman year. Had to step in for the whiteout game. Packed house, Oswego's biggest game of the year in a vacuum. You know, that big rivalry there. Geneseo looking for a penalty as Peter Morgan goes down. They won't get one. A few players on the bench raising their hands, but refs don't see it. We play on. McClacos looking to center that one up. Play stops right in front of the Oswego bench, and Pullman looking to shake another 10 in Calabufo. Slow pass up to McClacos off of Shane Bull's body and in behind the net. Dropped off for Bull. Bull is pass blockered away by Morgan. Speedy Petey already on the move. Nolan Barrett getting some minutes. He gets up to Semrad. Calabufo chips that one along, and hello, Eric Green. That one bounces off of his jersey and into the tunnel.
Yeah, puck wanted to go rolling down the hallway like it was a Chef Boyardee can in a commercial growing up. I mean, it's all over the place right now, the puck. But 18 seconds left to go on the 4-on-4. Then Oswego finds themselves on the power play for a slight bit. Got to take advantage of that slight time you got. It may only be 30 seconds, but you're down 2-0 with 2 minutes left to go in the first. You got to get something here.
Faceoff didn't really go either way, but stepping in on it again was a Geneseo winger to make something happen. Icing held and then waved off. As here's Sleeve stepping on. Player tied up, it's Gatto behind the net, gets tied up with a stick of an Ice Knight. And here's the Lakers on the power play. Quinn Wormuth steps in to take this one, 25 seconds, not a lot of time for the Lakers, and they make moves quickly. It's Calabufo. Danny C fires that one around behind the net, and here's Dickey to Carlo. For Gatto, for Wormuth. Wormuth almost lets that puck skate out, and DeCarlo loses it off the tape. Calabufo steps in looking for DeCarlo, finds Wormuth. Wormuth open shooting lane, elects the pass to Sleet, who fires on and blocked by Diarmid DeMiro out in front. The attempted chip back in by Warmouth, unable to do anything, and Geneseo back to full strength. The breakaway chance averted as Geneseo will get the disadvantage, of an icing call as they came back to full strength and nobody touched that puck in the neutral zone.
Yeah, they just get a weird bounce coming out of the penalty box for Geneseo. Get caught offsides on that. The player didn't even realize the ref's arm was up, so intentional offsides is called. And really, this game is a either way game right now.
Here's Dickinson firing up for Shane Bull, looking to get it out, and they do, and they've got numbers. Here's Tommy Cahill with Ben Addison and Jackson Arcan. Cahill waits, elects for the units to arrive, drops it for Bull. Bull tied up and taken away behind the net. Bull works. Centering pass out in front. Looking for Cahill, but Cahill was double teamed. Addison bats that puck down, able to get it up. Ice Knights will dump it in. Quick change for the Ice Knights. A trip to BJ's this time. Passing it up for Dickinson. Shipped in by Arcan. The Ice Knights corral. Cahill on the forecheck. 3 Ice Knights all on top of each other. Not a very wide drive to the net, but here's Smunt. Smunt turned away briefly by Andriaki. Shot coming on wide of the net, off the glass. Here's Smunt again at the blue line. Shell will easily pad that one away. Not a lot of traffic and not a lot of speed on that one. 9 seconds to go. Cahill will get a pass and goes down. Puck coming back to Cahill, and he will just look to try and prevent a chance for Geneseo as Andriaki chips it out, and the buzzer sounds, and that'll do it for the first period here in Kyle. A very interesting period for the Lakers and the Ice Knights. The Lakers, 16 shots on goal, some good chances, but Matt Petitian keeps it goose egg, and then Greg Koutamidas opens up the floodgates, and the Ice Knights get a pair.
Yeah, I mean, we said before the game even went on, it was going to be a really tough battle for the Lakers with just Petitian being so good in that. I mean, a 187 goals against the entire season. Those numbers are almost unheard of. A 932 save percentage. Those are huge numbers for goalies. So the Lakers aren't going to get those one and done opportunities. They're not going to get that breakaway opportunity where they shoot and get it in the back of the net. Their goals are going to have to come off of rebounds. But you could tell after Geneseo got their first 2 goals, the Lakers really, it seemed like their energy got diminished a little bit. You could sense the shift in momentum because before that first goal, I mean, the Lakers were in control of the game. They were running it at their own pace.
Absolutely. Right now here on the ice, Andrew Daly being introduced to the new head men's lacrosse coach for the Lakers. Got Luke Rosenthal down below, down in the tunnel. He's got the captain, Ryan Bunka. Luke, my man, take it away.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with the captain, Ryan Bunka. Now, Ryan, this obviously is one of the most important games of the season down the stretch of the later half of the season. Coming into this one, did the team sort of recognize just how intense this game might be, or are you just recognizing it as another regular season game to not put any pressure on the team?
No, we know this game's huge, not only for our confidence and going forward into the playoffs. We know we're going to face them again, but for the standings and home ice. So we put our work boots on this week and really grinded, went into.
So this team, or you guys haven't been great on the power play the last few games, went 0-6 last week. Not great here so far tonight. What do you guys have to do to fix that?
We really dialed it in on the little things this week and really focused up on some stuff. We got to get grimy, go to the net hard, throw pucks to the net. They're going to come. Once one goes in, they're all going to come.
And then now down 2-0. How does this team come back in this one?
Keep shooting the puck, keep going to the net. We're up 16-8 in shots. We're playing a great game right now. A couple ones that way. We just got to go to the net, get some goals here. That's all.
All right. Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you.
Have a good rest of your game. Now we're going to throw it back up to the booth with Jared Wakefield and Kyle Spizak.
Thank you very much, Luke Rosenthal. So it's a 2-0 contest for the Geneseo Ice Knights, the reigning SUNYAC championships here in the Deb. Jared Wakefield and Kyle Spizak signing off for the moment, but we're not going anywhere. Still 40 minutes hockey to go. We're going to take a quick break, reset, and regroup. When we come back, it'll be back over to the perch with the magnificent man bun, Tommy T, and Chet himself. Don't go anywhere. It's Hockey Night here on WTOP 10.
Put the keys down, Kevin. But I'm gonna drive home. There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving. I guess I have really been looking for love in this dating app. Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
Jill told me it was Kitty from Glee. Yeah, what is it?
It's Al Roker.
Shine on that black.
Look at the bling. Look at do we got a diamond tester on? Yeah, that's getting bad. Yep.
10 out of 10 recommend on Yelp.
I think you could build a house here with how many bricks are being laid in this game.
That is a rapid nosedive, and it is at the point of no return, guys.
Jill told me it was Kitty from Glee. Yeah, what is it?
It's Al Roker.
After 20 minutes of play, the Lakers find themselves down to the Ice Knights 2-0. After a struggling first period of play for the Lakers, we welcome you back up to the perch for the Intermission Show. Jake Bradley, Tommy Tallarino, and Michael Shetler back at you, talking in your ears. And gentlemen, let's get straight into it. Or let's not get straight into it, let's talk a little bit.
Yeah.
A little opening thoughts on how that first period went for our Lakers.
I think the offense looked really well. They got a lot of shots on goal. You know, the opportunities are there. They just have to execute on them. They got to finish the play. As for Geneseo, they're often running on some of these fast breaks, and they're capitalizing. We've seen one team execute on their chances, and the other one hasn't.
Tommy, you took the words right out of my mouth. Execution is key. You look at when Geneseo scored that first goal, it was 11 shots on goal for Oswego, only one for Geneseo, and it only took one to tango, and they got it right in the net. So it's really about execution. Oswego has more shots on goal, got double the shots on goal, Doesn't matter. They got a goose egg on the board.
That's all that matters at the end of the day. So let's take a look at those Geneseo goals. We're going to start with the first goal of the game, the thing that broke open the net, or broke the seal really for Geneseo. Tommy, you want to walk us through this one?
Yeah, we got McLachos right here. You know, he finds the back of the net. We slowed it down for you right there.
Got another angle.
Got another angle coming up for you. You know, he a little toe drag right there, and he finds the back of the net in the corner. Nothing you can do there. But Shell, he stood on his head. But then they got another one right here. Kostomidas, he had another one. It's something. They're the fast break. They're up and running, and it was hard for Oswego's defense to come back on their heels.
Yeah, this is a really good team, Shetler. We saw it. It doesn't matter how many opportunities they have, but they will take advantage of those opportunities.
Yeah, I mean, without a doubt, and we knew that Oswego, it's something that they've been struggling with, and I can't imagine what Gosick's saying. They got to get this team to regroup, and they got to make some serious changes if they're going to want to come out and play, because this is a huge game, colossal. I mean, words can't even describe. They need to win this game with Geneseo creeping on their doorstep.
Yeah, I can't imagine the conversation going on in the locker room. Let's take a look at that period summary, though, through one period of action. Apparently, we just saw it. Petizian, though, the goalie for Geneseo, he had an incredible. We talk about all the opportunities the Lakers had. The reason why it's a goose egg on that board is Matt Petizian in goal.
Yeah, he's like Pink Floyd out there with a brick wall and goal. I mean, oh my God, he's flashing the leather too. I mean, he's just skating left to right, covering every hole in the goal. You'll see right here on the replays. He's doing everything this Geneseo Ice team needs him to do. He's doing great out there.
Yeah, he's making some beautiful saves, and like I said, is it as much as the Lakers' inability to execute, or is this dude just a dog, plain and simple? I think he's been playing tremendous in goal, and like Jared and Kyle said, it's going to be a goalie battle, and that's what it is right now.
Yeah, he shows himself right now why he's not just one of the best goaltenders in the SUNYAC, but one of the best in the nation. This dude has absolutely killed it. He's been great. Here's that period summary that I was talking about earlier. I just did it on purpose. I was just teasing everybody. There you see the shots. The Lakers have the lead in those shots right now, but the Ice Knights, they're taking advantage of those shots they're having.
Yeah, they took advantage on the fast break ones and the puck management. 15-6 face-offs. They're controlling the puck in the neutral zone in their own end and Oswego's end. For Oswego, you know, we saw a couple power play chances. The first one, they got a lot of more quality shots compared to last time. But the second one, it was around 30 seconds, I believe, when it became a 5-on-4 game. It's hard to score in 30 seconds for a power play.
Yeah, we talked about those power play opportunities in the pregame show. Shetler, both teams 0 for 2 right there. It's for the Lakers, it's good because Geneseo and vice versa, neither one have a power play opportunity successful. But again, how's that impacting the game in the grand scheme of things?
Yeah, I mean, 0-2 on the power play for both teams. Am I surprised? Not necessarily, but it is slowing down both teams. It is holding them down. The ability to execute on the power play is one of the most crucial instruments to success in this game, and both teams have not been able to capitalize, and I think that's why Oswego ultimately is off to a slow start.
Yeah, chance after chance after chance for the Lakers. Of course, Geneseo has kind of caught up with them in those chances. But you mentioned it, Shetler, 11 shots on goal for the Lakers to start off this game, 0 for Geneseo. The Lakers can't find the back of the net, and the first shot on goal for Geneseo, Tommy, finds the back of the net.
That's heartbreaking.
It
really is for Oswego, you know, because they came out of a cannon. First period is boom, 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 boom. Shots on goal left and right. One little mistake, Geneseo finds the back of the net. You're already down 1-0, and it looked like everything was going right for you.
And Shetler, put yourself in the shoes of Cal Shell right now. You get a little bit of a break at the beginning, and the first time you see a puck going at you, it's behind you. What do you think that does to a player, not just physically, but mentally?
I think it's got to mess with your psyche a little bit. You know, I don't know what exactly that was, caught him slipping, or it was just a great way to find the net and break the seal. It is something that you got to shake off. You got to play by play here in this game. Cal Shell cannot go into the second period thinking anything of it. He's got to dust the old skates off and get right back to work.
Absolutely. And before we send you to a quick break, we're going to take a look on the update of that trip we took earlier around the SUNYAC. And there's one thing that stands out to me.
Oh, good heavens.
Plattsburgh has absolutely taken it to Fredonia here in just 20 minutes of play, 6 goals for the Cardinals.
That's not like Lake Placid. That is not a miracle on ice for Fredonia. Plattsburgh is taking care of business, showing why they're the number 6 team right now.
Right.
And as for Buffalo State, Potsdam, you know, Potsdam plays tough. We sat down with Coach Gosek a couple weeks ago, and he even said they play up to their competition. They're playing these top teams very well. They're sticking in it. Cortland, Brockport, probably a very physical game. Cortland, we saw how physical they can get. Rockport can match that, so I'm not shocked they're 0-0 right now.
And Shetler, that Cortland game, knowing what we know now about this game that's going on behind us, Oswego finds themselves down 2-0. You know they're in the locker room right now, fingers and toes crossed, that Brockport's able to take out Cortland so they don't drop down even further in those SUNYAC standings.
Yeah, Cortland with a win over us last week. Now they're creeping on the doorstep too, chilling at the 4 seed. I mean, you look at this, 14 points, 15 points. Geneseo wins, Oswego loses, and then Cortland, ding dong, they're going to try to get right ahead of Geneseo and right ahead of Oswego. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, upset alert potentially. Brockport going to try to knock off those Red Dragons, but we're going to take a quick break from all of us up here, and then we're going to get you back to some more hockey action with the Dapper Yappers up in the press box. Jared Wakefield and Kyle Spizak. We'll be right back with some more stuff for you on WTOP 10.
Shine on that black.
Look at the bling. Do we got a diamond tester on?
Yeah, that's getting bad. Yep. 10 out of 10 recommend on Yelp.
Welcome back to the Deborah F. Stanley Ice Arena and Convocation Hall. We're the Goofy Goobers up here in the press box, and it's time to rock in the second period here. Geneseo Ice Knights up 2-0 over the Oswego State Lakers. I'm Jared Wakefield, and he is Kyle Spizak. And Kyle, as we were talking during the break, a very interesting back-and-forth period, a good period for the forwards of Oswego, putting shots up, but 2 defensive breakdowns late in the first period, past the 10-minute mark, put the Ice Knights up 2.
Yeah, just badly timed shift changes. I mean, they're trying to do a wholesale, like you said, Costco style. They're trying to go down, do the wholesale, change everybody at once, and that's kind of been the parts in time in this game when Geneseo's been able to come up the ice, break through, and get those odd man rushes where they were able to capitalize on Shell. Offense has looked amazing, like you said, but anything Patrician sees, he is going to stop. So you got to get bodies in front and bang home the rebounds this second period.
Matt Petitian's already made about a game's worth of saves already. 17 saves in the first period. Nothing going through for Oswego, but Oswego looking to quickly change that as the puck's dumped in and the Lakers have to change. Rocco Andriaki got about all the way to Canada into the zone before the Lakers had to clear out, and Semrad will send across. A good pass to Warmouth, and the Lakers try to regroup. Tipped into the zone, but back to play it is Pullman. Pullman looking to send across to Wilkins. Will not go that way. Instead gets it to McLachos, and Sleeth will force a turnover. Into the boards they work. Here's Wilkins, checked by Sleeth. Puck coming out now. Andriaki looking to make a play as Ryan Dickinson absolutely levels an Ice Knight. And that one will go for icing.
And that one's going to be a chink in the Knights' armor. Ryan Dickinson laying the body down at the blue line. a good pinch there. His stick just kind of gets tied up with the Geneseo player, and he's not able to get out of the zone before they dump it back down in. So we have a center ice faceoff.
And, as Luke Rosenthal said, you could hear it in Ryan Bunka's voice, during that interview that Luke had with Ryan, is that they didn't seem down. The Lakers didn't seem too upset or disappointed, really. Obviously, you're like, Ryan was pretty much like, score is what it is. We're playing good. Keep doing that. It'll go in eventually. But the Ice Knights with a good chance, and that one off the skate of an Ice Knight there. Looking for a chance was Cannon Green, his first look of the day, but he's unable to get the shot off as he chases on. Green and DeCarlo meet up in the corner, and now meeting up is Zarowski, meeting up with Ryan Dickinson, and Dickinson has to readjust his fishbowl after he and the captain come together. Deking his way forward is Addison, pinching ahead. He'll drop it off for DeCarlo. DeCarlo to Addison, a good chance, and Petitian puts the glove down, trying to stop that puck. And Petitian able to do so as he slowly rolls off, revealing a nice little shiny black piece of rubber in the crease.
Yeah, honestly, the refs blew their whistle at the right time there. If it was a second later, they got to let it play. But can't complain about the timing of the refs' whistle. I thought it was pretty fair there.
It was a good whistle.
A little bit of a roar from the crowd, but that's expected here in Oswego.
Yeah, Oswego, obviously a pretty rowdy crowd. Both programs, Oswego and Geneseo, absolutely fantastic fan bases. I got to see the Oswego-Geneseo game with my good friend Victor E. Knight. If you're watching, Victor, hello. Koutsamidas dumps that one in. But I got to watch that game. It was a fortunate one for the Lakers. They won 4-3. The Lakers looking for the first sweep in over a decade. As we've talked about in our pregame show with our fantastic banterful Perch. Perch boys killing it as always. Killed it last week. Shet and Tommy having another great show tonight. Shooting on. Shell will block that one away. That one catches a little bit of netting. Says hello to the student section and then heads back for the ice. And we'll get a face-off in Oswego's zone.
Yeah, just rips that one right over the net. Ricochets off the glass into the netting. Not a real threatening opportunity there. Far along the far side boards. A bad angle shot. But you just got to get shots on net, and hopefully one finds the back of the net, whether you're either team. That's really the goal at the end of the game.
Face off. Sorry, Kyle. Face off whistled off. Connor Smart won that one. Standing in was Jared Thomas, the fourth line center, and he just looked confused after the puck went Oswego's way. Smart will win it again. Back to Barrett. Barrett off the glass, up for Flack. Breakout chance for Oswego evaded as the puck's got a little bit too much speed. Smart goes down. Quickly back up. We play on. Ice Snakes now working it out. That one tips off the stick of Corey Cunningham. First year from Prince George, Columbia, British Columbia. That will go for icing just barely. The Ice Knights able to get up on the high horse and giddy up into their own zone. Beat that one out. And again, another face-off in the Lakers zone. They haven't really tested Cal Shell, the defense, too much here. A bit of back and forth. A lot sloppier start to the second period for both programs here compared to the first, where it was back and forth.
Yeah, the first period, it was immediately off the bat. Stick to stick, tape to tape passes, good backdoor, good opportunities. But here, like you said, it's kind of been a hodgepodge of just where's the puck and how can I get it?
Nolan Barrett with a good awareness pass up there, gets it up to Flack and Arcan, who battle it into the zone. Matt McQuaid in on the forecheck, and the puck comes out. Barrett sticks it in the Sleeth and gets it up to McQuaid. Barrett pinching in wide open in the slot. Wilkins does a good job getting his pads on it to stick that one away. Ryan Dickinson's back on it. He'll pass it up to Barrett. Barrett will leave it off for Sleeth. Sleeth will send that one in. Goes off the glove of a Geneseo player. Andriaki skating into Petitian's kitchen. Unable to force him to make a play. Shell will leave that puck go as it heads high speed into the boards. Here's Andriaki bouncing loose puck. Here's Sleeth. Sleeth speeds over that one. And skating in on his McClockos, who shoots. And that one off the glass. Gets a piece of the twine. Wrap around chance in the slot. Nobody able to get a play on it right away. Macklin fires that one at about 1,000,000 miles an hour straight out of play. And we'll get a round of applause as we've got a nice snag up there. Just over the twine. No delay of game there as we'll get a face-off in the near side circle in Oswego's end.
You know, they always say at a baseball game, keep an eye out for flying balls, but how about flying pucks here, as we've had a few fly into the crowd and almost hit a person or two.
It's been close so far. Definitely more close calls than we usually see. As here's Gatto. He'll strip that one away, leaves it off. Here's to Carlo, centering for Gatto, and a good save by Petitian as Gatto's unable to get a stick on it. A good lift by the Knights. Macklin skates in, looking for the deke. Backhand chance, and Shell will pad that one away. A good stop by Shell. So there was an unexpected backhand chance there from one of the Knights. Another chip puck in. That one almost says hello to another fan. A lot of happy Oswego fans right now, at least in the puck department. Not in the score department. Carlo will chip that one in. And the Lakers, not as intense pressure here, Kyle, but they're making the Ice Knights work, but the Ice Knights haven't exactly had great A's. Speak of the devil, here come the Ice Knights shooting on, and Shell flashes the green leather and makes a nifty little save. Shell starting to build up some confidence again after a shaky first period.
Yeah, I mean, obviously letting in the first shot of the game that you see, that's going to rattle your confidence a little bit, but Shell's a solid goalie. He's just got to get back to his fundamentals, which he seems to have been, and he'll be solid in that. Stop those outside shots all day. Kutamidas working down below the red line, up to Grimshaw, and Grimshaw will get that one out as the Ice Knights regroup. Matthew Doran sends it up to Kutamidas, taken away. Kalabufo to Cahill. Cahill sends it across. Here's Grimshaw shooting on off the pads of Doran. The Ice Knights getting a lot of blocked shots. They only had 3 in the first period already, starting to increase that number. Grimshaw taken hard into the boards. Cahill skates on, bouncing puck, Fensterstock pushed off it. Shot low, Kalabufo nearly tips that one in, but not enough mustard and cheddar on that one as it trickles wide of the net. Robillard looking to get that one down, but Ryan Bunka well behind the play along with Cahill. Cahill leads for Kalabufo. Kalabufo shooting lane right into the glove of Petitian. And that's not a bad play right there. Get caught in a bit of a line change. You can't really do much when attacking the zone because your defense is getting a line change. So a smart play by Kalabufo that's getting it on net, seeing what happens. And you got to face off in Geneseo's zone now, so you got an opportunity to win it back for another shot.
Some blue-collar ice hockey right here for the Lakers. Some hard-working chances, nothing flashy and spectacular. The Lakers been accused of being a bit too complicated here, trying to make 2 crazy passes so far. A lot of simplicity here in the second period, simple. Here's a chance for Arcan, and what a glove save by Matt Petitian. I was going to let that one breathe for a second. It looked like we were once again in another one of our strawberry jam-ups behind the net. But Arcan gets a loose puck all by himself, not really a good angle to shoot at. Tries to roof it, gets a good shot off of Petitian. Reads him all day.
Yeah, he got a solid shot on net from a good look from Connor Smart. One of the things that you can highlight about this Oswego offense so far in the game is their passes have been hard and they've been crisp.
Here's Addison, loose puck in front of the net, chipped out by the Ice Knights. Oswego with a major chance right there. Petitian unable to smother that one up, but stretches those hips out, gets those pads flush. And Oswego denied a chance. Speedy Petey passes that one on up ahead to Zarowski. That one bounces through the skates and it goes off to Warmoth. Warmoth off for Dickinson, and here we work. Arcan will chip that one in.
Hello, another one in the stands.
That one rides up the glass. And we're going to head on downstairs to the man behind the glass, Mr. Luke Rosenthal himself. Luke, what do you got for us? Take it away.
Thanks, guys. In this one, through 2 periods now, it can't be understated just how well Geneseo's Matt Petitian has been playing. In their first matchup in November, gave up 4 goals and had only 22 saves on 26 total shots. So far in this one has been perfect. 21 saves on 21 shots on goal for Oswego. He's eliminating any chance that the Lakers have been given so far. Back up to you guys in the booth.
Thank you very much, Mr. Rosenthal. Oswego cycling, looking for a scoring chance. Sleeth pulls a Yui, pulls another Yui, a whole lot of Yuis. 1 Yui too many as he goes down. Sleeth back up. Now a bunch of players going down. Blown Tire City as the Ice Knights will finally get on the horse. Diarmid DeMiro skating on with it, tipped on by a Laker. Sleeth laying a big check. Down goes Thomas, and the Lakers with numbers. And they'll be whistled off sides. Andriaki carrying it in with McQuaid and Sleeth. And Kyle, last weekend against Cortland, Rocco Andriaki, Connor Sleeth, Matt McQuaid, the exact line, but on the third line, Coach Ed Gosa gives them the extra minutes, and they have performed. They have really shown out in this extra little bit of play they've been given.
I mean, the chemistry's looked really, really good on that line. They know where each other are going to be at every point in time. They're not playing where the puck is. They're playing where the puck is going to be, as Wayne Gretzky said. Really just a solid chemistry on that line, and they're working together amazing.
Connor Sleeth leading the way for the Lakers right now with 4 shots apiece, 6 of them total, 4 on the goaltender. The man in second, Alex DiCarlo, 4 shots total, 4 of them on goal. He'll pull up, look and see if he can get an apple. Instead, tries to shoot. That one off the stick of Gilmore. Deadly second line for the Ice Knights. Here's McClacos by himself again. Shane Bull won't let him skate in. Macklett looking to make something happen. Here's Gilmore by himself, shoots, and blocker saved by Shell behind the net. Gatto leaves it for DiCarlo. DiCarlo gonna push it right on up to Bunka. Bunka rovering his way up. Now behind the plays, the Ice Knights get a chance. Fensterstock on it. Dropped off to Koutsamidas. Ice Knights back on side. Drop for Fensterstock. Here he comes. Skating in and circling by the faceoff dot. Shot on, score! That shot comes from the top of the point. Nathan Poolman shoots it on. There may have been a tip down low, but Poolman, a good shot from the slot. And Geneseo takes a commanding 3-0 lead at 12:26 in the second.
And the deep pairing of Poolman and Wilkins has looked really solid for Geneseo all night long. And Poolman gets his second point on the night now, getting that goal from the top of the point. That's a hard place to score from. He takes a hard shot, and he just gets it over the shoulder of Shell. Don't think Shell could really see it. Think it was screened a little bit in front. Rough night for Shell in the sense of not being able to see the puck well, but against a team as tough as Jenny is, it's going to be rough if you can't see the puck to keep it out of the back of the net.
Problems with the ever-deadly drop pass. Geneseo, not the team that comes to mind when I see it. I've seen Cortland use that strategy against Geneseo to a lot of success. Just fire endless drop passes and just have players one after another streak up on the strong side. And in that point there, it works out beautifully for Geneseo. Oswego would stick it away, but they wouldn't do it smartly. And the Ice Knights had another man there, and in this case, it was Nathan Poolman, who was there at the top of the slot to fire that one in. Didn't catch a stick on a tip. So Poolman with a goal, chance for Geneseo. The centering pass blocked away by the Lakers, and Oswego looking to scratch that goose egg off. They desperately need to here. Here's Smart with Flack. 2-on-3 shot. Smart, a good shot, comes out of the glove of Petitian, but the trailer came unhinged. No rebound chance. Here's Dickinson working his way in behind the net. Dickinson loses it in his skates. Sleeth on to play it. Scrum in the neutral zone. Going down as Fensterstock and a huge hit. Oswego looking for a call there. They won't get one. We'll play on. Wraparound chance for McQuaid, who shoots on off the pads of Petitian. Andriaki off the boards. McQuaid stepping in, and that puck will be whistled dead.
And some huge hits thrown at center ice. Ryan Dickinson throws a big hit and then gets hit right back. He was looking for a call. There was no call on that one. But even down in Oswego's zone, they're doing a really good job at, or not in Oswego's zone, Geneseo zone, my apologies. Oswego's doing a good job of cycling the puck, keeping it down low, reaching it out to the points and trying to find somebody for good shots, as McQuaid had that good wraparound opportunity just stuffed by Petitian.
Geneseo players hot in the month of January. A few of them showing up here early. It's been Stefan McClacos making his presence known nice and early. He had 6 points in the month of January. He added a goal tonight. And we've seen Cooper Fensterstock. He has 5 points. He picks up an assist on the Pullman goal. Matt McQuaid makes his way to the bench after a big check. Oswego giving him a lot of space. DiCarlo and a good poke check. Gets at the Sleeth, and here's the Lakers with a chance. Here's Gatto, all by himself. Drops it for DiCarlo. He shoots. Petitian, what a save. He sprawls out of the crease as the puck is fired away. Here's Bunka. Centers it up. Nobody there. The Ice Knights looking for a chip. DiCarlo will get it. The Lakers, most intense pressure they've had. There's Gatto in front of the net. Elects the pass. Doesn't work out. Shane Bull spinning off that puck. There's Gatto again. Shane Bull looking to bury it. Petitian scrambling around. Petitian still with the save. 24 shots for Oswego. Bunka holds, fires on low. DiCarlo down low. Shane Bull right in front of the net up to Robillard. Robillard shoots on. Blocked out in front. No rebound chance. Gatto again. Cycling in. Shoots it on. And Petitian, loose puck, and Petitian gets on top of it. Matt Petitian with, again, another huge moment in his crease. Matt Petitian a little bit ginger to get up. Still down, but he will get up. Good to see him get up. He had a pretty busy moment there. Will do his usual skate out routine, and Matt Petitian, unbelievable here in the second period.
He's the whole reason this is still a scoreless game. Oswego's offense has been peppering him. 26 shots through the first period and a half. I mean, he's been outstanding, and the chances keep coming for the Lakers. The passing is looking amazing. They're finding each other well. They're getting good shots off. They're just not getting the rebounds and finding the back of Petitian, who's just standing tall.
Here's Calabufo skating in. Petitian with a nice little Dominic Hasek poke check to poke that one out and away. Here's Dickinson down low, able to find Cahill. Cahill trying to outwork the Geneseo defense, unable to do so. The Ice Knights may be able to clear. Smunt down low. Grimshaw unable to get a stick, and they will clear it out. It'll go off of the stick of Corey Cunningham, and that will be whistled and icing, and not so fast. Oswego will reestablish possession on the faceoff.
Oswego's got good position now. They got to win the faceoff back, try to get a shot from the point. They got to screen Petitian in front. Everything he's seeing, he is stopping. I mean, that Gato shot, that we saw on that last sequence of plays, I mean, it wasn't the hardest shot ever, but it just sneaked through the bunch of traffic in front and almost caught Petitian off guard.
Here are the Lakers. Shot up by Wormuth, and that puck now going to go all the way down. It's another icing. And to be honest with you, Kyle, it's kind of feeling like a power play right now. Nobody in the box. We are 5-on-5, but in these past 3 minutes, Geneseo unable to get changes, unable to really do much of anything other than do circles around their own net. And Petitian very quick on the pads. You can already see still playing very well, but obviously tired. 26 shots again. That's about what a good chunk of goaltenders will see in a game. That one won't make it to him. Semrad fires that one on off the glass. And Geneseo doing a good job of being a sponge for their goaltender. Oswego had to clear out of the zone, and that may give the Ice Knights some daylight. Semrad tips that one, and it'll go right to Smunt. Smunt will drop that one off, drops that package. Here's Sleeth, a 1-on-2 chance. Might have a trailer with him. Will go wide to get some space. Shoots on over Petitian. Semrad down low for McQuaid. McQuaid sticks it. Goes to weak side, and the Ice Knights a little bit of room to ride. That stretch pass misses, and it will be another icing.
And this is very uncharacteristic of the Ice Knights. You do not see them icing the puck very often. I mean, this Oswego offense is just relentless right now. They're coming out like they're juiced up on a bunch of Energizer Bunny batteries or something. They're just rolling out here like it's absolutely nothing. And it's working out well, making Geneseo dump, keep putting the pressure on Petitian, and hopefully one finds the back of the net.
Bunka skating back on that one. Speedy Petey in all by himself. But Morgan shoots a good shot. That one bounces off the pad of shell into the zone. And Ice Knights with their first offensive setup in a couple minutes. Robillard looking to stick that one out. He'll do so. He'll chip it up, and he finds Shane Bull. Shane Bull can grab this game by the horn. He sends it across, and it almost goes in. Matt Petitian with an unbelievable save, stretching the pad out, and a toe save for Petitian as Shane Bull and DiCarlo had that one drawn up like the Mona Lisa.
I mean, we mentioned it earlier. I compared him to Henrik Lundqvist on that cross-crease glove save, but now he's showing like he's Martin Brodeur. Cross-crease, hits the toe of the pad, literally the end of the padding that he has, sticks his leg out just far enough in a full split, and manages to keep the puck on his toe there out of the net. And what a play from Bull and DiCarlo. Bull coming down, picks it off, gets a good rush opportunity. Instead of shooting it, he elects to find DiCarlo back door, and DiCarlo just tries to tip it in with one hand, and it came really, really close to finding the back of the twine.
I can't even say anything about puck luck or the hockey gods because Matt Petitian has earned every piece of this game. He has been phenomenal. The Lakers have pressured him. The Lakers have done almost everything right so far. That will go for icing. Shane Bull just before the red line, looking to sneak one through, unable to do so. Oswego bench looking on here. Ed Gosick, John Whitelaw, Bob Chattel, Connor Tierney. Talking things over, looking to see how they can change up the game plan because Oswego bringing their A game. It hasn't worked. Still goose egg after 28 shots.
Yeah, just got to find a way to break Petitian and hope it all crumbles down after he gets one behind him. You know, Petitian's riding an extreme high of confidence right now. If you poke one in, that might crumble that a slight bit.
Connor Gatto blows a tire, unable to do anything on the forecheck there. Robillard will find Gatto. Heads up, crowd. That puck had a little bit of mustard on it. And
Jared,
that one might have disappeared. Maybe a little bit of mayo, maybe even a little honey mustard.
I don't think we've seen this many pucks leave the ice surface in our year of commentating together so far.
This is probably about as many pucks that left the ice surface and gone into the crowd the entire year. I don't know if we can track that stat. I can't imagine we do. but certainly something to note. A lot of at least happy hockey fans in terms of the souvenir. I don't know about Oswego fans, as the Shell has to make a quick save there, a weird angle chance. Here's Nolan Barrett, chips that one in. Oh, what a pass off to Grimshaw, but again, a little bit too much mayo, too much condiment in general on that one. Oh, that one chipped by a Geneseo player, and Batesian had to make a quick read there. Cahill centers that one up, keeping it in as Warmoth, just barely. Loose puck down low, Demeski will clean that one out, and Warmoth and Barrett back on it. Warmoth skating up, skating in, takes it by himself, looking for the toe drag, unable to do so. Barrett will collect off the boards to Cahill. Cahill fires into the cage of McLachos. Warmoth fires on from the blue line. Batesian doesn't even move as that one just misses the pipe. That one tipped in the center by an Oswego player. It will go for icing. It was Jackson Arcan. Got a nice tip on it, was the only tip. Geneseo didn't get a piece of it. So Oswego gets another chance in the face-off zone in a very quick period here, Kyle, despite some slowing down in the second half of this period. Very quick period, and nothing really else going on other than that Nathan Pullman chance and goal.
Yeah, I mean, Pullman had that great shot from the top of the point where he was able to find the back of the net. But like you said, we haven't seen a lot stat-wise since then, but it's been a really hard-fought hockey game. And if you're a hockey fan, this isn't an entertaining one despite the score.
Connor Smart battling that one out. Tyler Flack looking for a fleek play there, unable to do so. Arcan steps in. Down is an Oswego player, still down. It's Connor Smart. No whistle coming. Smart will get up back to his feet and will skate off. Smart took a weird hit down there in the board. Smart off in a hurry. Trainer immediately over to see him. Sleeth jumps on. Chance for the Ice Knights here. Skating in on it is McLachos. Turning it around, looking for Matchlet. He'll find Gilmore. Gilmore has the puck stripped of him. Flack the pickpocket. Flack looking to beat that one out. He'll do so. Tries to center a pass. Fans on it. Sleeth doesn't. A shot coming on. Arcan almost breaks the stick of Cunningham, and Cunningham, a good way to stay in front of it as Batesian will make an easy save on the Warmoth shot. Warmoth now tied up with Cunningham. Sleeth will stop it. Sleeth will now lose it. Sleeth trying to turn that one around. He will do so. Smunt will chip that one in. Smunt hankering to get into the zone, but he stays onside just barely. Good turnover by the Ice Knights. They'll take it away. Shooting on. Shell with a good save. Stays down on the pads, doesn't panic, and makes a nice calculated save to get that one back into the corner. First, we've seen Drake Semrad in a little bit. Warmoth and Semrad have been playing a bit more together. Warmoth with some extended minutes. Andriaki dekes his way in, chipped away to McQuaid. McQuaid looking for a bit of a cleaner pass, unable to do it. Andriaki and McQuaid tag team Wilkins back in the corner. High puck, and Connor Gatto with a nice snag from the outfield to make it a one-out game. Not really, but nice snag by Gatto from the bench to make something happen, and he'll hop on the ice, skate around for a minute, and head back to the bench. Thought we were looking for a change. No change.
If you're looking for a center fielder, Connor Gatto might be your guy on that one. Easy routine pop fly for him, but the Lakers find themselves down as Andriaki gets an interference penalty, running a player into the boards down behind Geneseo's net. Puck was not there. The puck had left just a few seconds before, but the time delay was enough where it was viable to be called an interference.
Student section hasn't lost any faith. The Let's Go Lakers chant firing up as Calabufo with a nice clear, and Matt Batesian, little Heinrich Lundqvist, a little bit Marty Brodeur, as they'll send that one down, finding McLachos, and McLachos gets triple teamed. He gets beaten and battered. Big battle along the boards, and Kyle, these teams known for playing with speed, especially Oswego this year, deviating from their traditionally more physical programs, losing a couple of their most physical players. But as of now, a very physical game, and there may be a penalty coming there. Ryan Dickinson, Cooper Fenterstock getting into it a little bit. And there's going to be some stuff going on there, and Alex Wilkins goes down. His stick gets snapped. No extracurriculars after the play. And Wilkins is still down. 2 Geneseo Ice Knights down on the ice. Ryan Dickinson escorted away by the linesman. Fensterstock over to have a word with him. And we'll see what happens after this.
And ironically, Jared, right after you said Oswego's played more of a speed than a physical game, that might be the most physical play we've seen all game, as Ryan Bunka is not happy with the officials
is
at
furious.
all whatsoever. They did miss a call where Dickinson got shoved first after the whistle, but then Dickinson shoves again after the whistle, and then the whistle's blown. But they take Shane Bull. So I
think they took Bull in the corner because one player did get their glove. I couldn't tell if it was Dickinson or Bull. Someone with a 4 at the end got their glove up into the fishbowl of a Geneseo Ice Knight. And it looks like we're sending an Ice Knight to the box too, potentially. We'll stand by. Tentatively, I'm going to answer no on that one. Linesmen and the refs are over to talk with the Oswego bench, reviewing the play. Oswego still with 4 players on the ice. Matt McQuaid will hop off, so it will be a 5-on-3 chance for Geneseo. It'll be 5-on-3 for 1:17. And then they will have another 40 seconds or so on the power play on the 5-on-4 with Shane Bull's penalty.
And I mentioned it in the first, Jared, something the Lakers have to do is keep their composure when Geneseo gets rough and physical. They can't be taking retaliation penalties like they just did, or they're going to find themselves on these 5-on-3 chances.
They'll always get you for the second ones. Rudney down to Smunt. Smunt, kind of like the Alexander Ovechkin, is there's the slap shot that I was just about to reference. Justin Smunt likes to really stand in this near side face-off dot, and he'll just hover there on the power player when he's on offense, and has probably the hardest shot in the SUNYAC, a lethal one-timer. That one way off target, up over Shell, up off the netting and into the stands.
And if that one was on net, he probably beats Shell on that. Shell was a bit out of position. If that's on net, that's probably finding the twine, so the Lakers get lucky that Smut shoves that one decently high and right of the net.
Zarudny leaves it for Doran. Doran back to Zarudny. Zarudny back to Doran. A little defensive tic-tac-toe. Smunt down low, up to Doran. Smunt looking for some clean air. He's got it now, looking for the pass low. Here it is, the Smunt. Shooting lane goes away. Robillard takes it away. Good poke check by Matt McQuaid, and he gets it out. And he'll get it all the way out. Doran stops for a penalty. Here's Petition. McQuaid goes down, looking to stop that puck at any chance. And here's a breakaway for Gilmore. Gilmore skates in. Pass, shoot, high of the net. Shell gets a chance there as he was about halfway out of the net. And that one shot into the photographer's well just about.
And what a turn of events that was real quick, Jared.
Here's Morgan down low. Zarudny. Zarudny looking to shoot in the slot. Smunt does, and that one blocked away. The Lakers getting real aggressive on this penalty kill, looking to make anything happen. And a penalty coming. Penalty coming on the Lakers. Another Laker going to the box. Shot on, stopped away. Petition goes to the bench. Now a 6-on-3. The Lakers will bat that one out. The Lakers bring back a player to the ice. And the boos rain down from the stands. It looks like it's going to be Ryan Dickinson, who looks confused, if anything, as he goes to the box. But again, they'll get the retaliation every time. And another Laker going to the bench. Penalty you can't take.
Yeah, they catch Dickinson with a cross-check behind the net. The puck was kind of coming towards the Geneseo player's way. Not really. It wasn't there enough in time. And if you extend the arms, that's a clear sign of a cross-check, and they're going to call it every time the second they see the arms extended, Jared.
So another 2 minutes of 5-on-3 here. 35 seconds, actually. I stand corrected. Here's Zarudny. Down low up to Doran. Going to look to get it to Smunt here, and the Ice Knights miscue. Lose a horseshoe, and that puck comes out, and the Lakers get a breath of fresh air. 20 seconds on the 5-on-3, and then it'll be about a minute 10, minute 20 on the 5-on-4. Up high to Doran, same power play unit again. Zarudny and Doran up high. Down low it is Smunt. On the other side it's Peter Morgan. There's Morgan. Up high to Zarudny. Over to Smunt, one-timer. He whiffs on it. Ends up losing an edge, and that one's out of the zone.
And a good kill right there for the Lakers.
5-on-4 now.
Very essential to make sure they could hold them off until Shane Bull gets back on the ice. A minute 10 left to go on this penalty kill.
Minute 10 on the Ryan Dickinson penalty. Defenseman, a majority of the penalties so far. I believe the only non-defenseman penalty went to Shane Bull there on the first 5-on-3. Lakers need to survive another minute to improve that penalty kill. And Fensterstock, good skate play to kick that one back to himself. He's taken into the corner. Bull grabs him by the horns and fights him off. Bunka trying to keep that puck pinned along the boards, gets it to Addison. Addison tying a player up along the boards. Fensterstock down there as well. Fensterstock making his name known today. He's had a pretty good game. Bunka pulls off that play. He gets taken down by McLakos. McLakos wrapping his arm around the stick. Drop pass. Good play by Bull. What a play by Shane Bull to dive down and stop that play on what likely would have been a surefire Geneseo passing play goal.
And that was an essential play from Bold, putting the body on the line to break up Geneseo's momentum and allow Matt McQuaid to punch that one all the way down the ice.
Time ticks down, 10 seconds to go. Shell, easy stick save, and it looks like right now, barring any changes, the puck stays there. 5 seconds remain. Will the Lakers complete the kill? Carlo chips that one out. It's out of the zone, and the Lakers kill off back-to-back 5-on-3s. It doesn't change the score sheet, but maybe a little momentum for the Lakers with 28 seconds left in the second. But Kyle, they're going to need a massive third.
Yeah, that was a huge momentum changer for the Lakers right there, being able to kill off those back-to-back. But now the thing is, a lot of your players are going to be gassed from being out on the penalty kill. So how can you make up for that?
Sleeth will chip that one in, 11 seconds to play. Matt Petitian has crossed the 30 save mark, still perfect, a shutout working. Chipped up, Barrett, good play to get it along the boards. Breakout chance for Cahill, he shoots on at the last second. It's a bouncing puck. Petitian unable to read it, but it skates wide, and Petitian will make save 31, and the Lakers remain down 3-0 to the Geneseo Knights. A goal off the stick of Nathan Pullman, assisted by Cooper Fensterstock and Alex Damsky. And Kyle, the line we had to watch for the Ice Knights was that second line of Stephen McClockos, Tyson Gilmore, and Mitch Macklett. Only point they have is that McClockos goal. They have 41, now 42 points on the year. But that third line for Geneseo, Cooper Fensterstock with the assist on the Pullman goal. Greg Koutamidis doing the work by himself with some help from Nathan Pullman and Alex Wilkins. And Alex Demeski getting an assist on that Pullman goal from up high. So that third line tonight, the difference maker for the Geneseo Ice Knights.
Yeah, that third line's been buzzing. They're playing really hard, and they're just getting good opportunities where they're catching Oswego in a bit of a rut where they're not exactly in position, and they're exploiting that miscue, and they're taking the puck out, making a stick-to-stick, tape-to-tape pass, and then that's giving them plenty of opportunities. But really, if you look at the score of the game, it's 3-0. But even though it's 3-0, it doesn't seem like it's a 3-0 game watching it. It seems like it's a tie game, almost a 0-0 or a 1-1 game with how intense and back and forth it's been. It's just the moral of this game really has been that Petitian has just been a brick wall, and Oswego hasn't been able to figure him out yet.
You know, Kyle, I'll ask you this for our final question before we head into our break. You know, obviously you played hockey, and I'm sure you've been in this situation before. Fairly even game. You run into a hot 10, you know, down there playing some high school hockey, Fortune Angle Forks. You're heading into this locker room, third period, you're working a shutout, you're down a couple goals. What are you trying to do? What's running through your mind as a player, not only as a player, but as a coach, to try and change things?
Well, if we take it into the words of good old Mike Moss, my high school hockey coach, he'd be screaming at us for not getting rebound opportunities. That would be his thing, and really it applies to the Lakers too. They are getting fantastic shot opportunities, yes, but you do not have a trailer or two. You need somebody coming down high slot for anything that comes up the middle, and you need somebody on that wide edge too in case it kicks out to the side. There's been plenty of rebound chances where it just misses their stick by a few inches, but if they were able to get that on their stick, it's a sure sell goal. There's no chance that Petitian's going to be able to get across the crease and stop it.
We're 40 minutes into the night here at the Deborah F. Stanley Ice Arena and Convocation Hall. Oswego 30 shots on net, but Matt Petitian has denied them all. The Ice Knights put 3 up on the board in 16. 3-0 Ice Knights when we come back up to the perch for their analysis.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you. you go. Never gonna let
Eva Marie smoked 12,000 packs of cigarettes over 15 years. She quit, and now there's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking. Now start screening. No matter how much you smoked, early detection could save you. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin? Was just gonna drive home. There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving. Like hearing voices? Like your text-to-emoji ratio? Oh man, the selfies. Selfie, nailed it. We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious. Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home.
Yeah, I know. Wait, I don't know. Yeah, you just stand up. Look at that. It's so sad. It's good. It's here, put that over.
Minutes down, 20 to go, and the Lakers find themselves in a bit of a hole, down 3-0 to the Geneseo Ice Knights. We welcome you back to the Perch. Jacob Bradley, Tommy Tallerino, Michael Schattler. What else is new? Bringing you some intermission report action for everybody to listen to here. First off, guys, bit of a struggle still for the Lakers to find the back of the net. Bit of a similar period to the first. I want to get your guys' thoughts.
Yeah, honestly, it was just like watching the first period over again, except instead of 2 goals, Oswego lets up 1. You know, I didn't really see anything else stand out for me in this period.
Yeah, I mean, this was a doozy. No, I mean, you know, a little bit uneventful. The Lakers, I really, really thought that they were going to prosper and come back and then have a little bit of heart out there. They have heart, but they're just still not executing in the way that they should. And, yeah, I expected more, to be quite honest.
Yeah, Petizian, man, in goal. Oh, my goodness. Did they pile cement bricks in front of the goal or something today? Because this dude has been absolutely incredible. Speaking of goals, though, we're going to take a look at the one goal that found the back of the net from the Geneseo White Knights. It's Nathan Pullman. Tommy, take it away.
Yeah, Pullman, he gets the score on this one. Slows it down. We're going to try it back for you right here.
Whoa.
Go rewind. Little wraparound right there. And we see he gets it through a bunch of defenders. You know, Shell doesn't see where the puck is, can't shift over in time. Geneseo finds another goal.
A lot of net traffic in front of there for Cal Shell. definitely had to put up the blinders there, Shet.
Yeah, I don't think that's a Shell issue. I think it was deer in the headlights, could not see what was going on. And I think that was the case for a couple of them. The first goal, Shell was really not expecting it, just kind of caught him off guard. And yeah, it's definitely a goalie battle. And yeah, Geneseo's coming out on top.
Yeah, Geneseo, they're going to crowd that net. We've seen that throughout. But let's take a look at that period summary. And once again, we see that right there. Oswego, they're leading in the shots, and Geneseo not able to capitalize on the power play, but somehow they're down 3-0.
Yeah, I mean, puck management, we're seeing they're creeping up a little bit on the face-offs with the deficit. The penalty kill unit for Oswego is doing really well in this one. Haven't let in a goal on 5 of them. That's an improvement. That's a significant improvement. Didn't have a power play opportunity right there. But like you said, it's coming down to the goalies. You know, we saw Geneseo goalie plays just been phenomenal the whole night. And Cal Shell, he's doing a great job, but he's not keeping up compared to his opponent.
Yeah, and I mean, if you look at that stat comparison, you would not guess that it is 3-0 Jenny right now. It was, I mean, it's laser close, and 0-5, as much as Geneseo's up 3-0, 0-5 on the power play is no bueno.
No, it's certainly not. And the Lakers almost, you'd say, should be deeper in a hole than just 3-0 if it's been 5 penalties. They're not favoring them, the penalties. They're getting physical, the Lakers. We know them as a physical team. We know Geneseo not exactly physical, but the refs are calling it today, guys. And Oswego's find themselves in that penalty box a little bit more frequently than they want to.
Yeah, and it's not the right type of physical. You know, we've seen some not great penalties taken. We saw like the last one with Dickinson. You know, he pushed a guy at the end of the play. It's not even during play. You're getting a penalty right there. Big hit right there on
that's not
Dickinson.
a love tap right there.
That's not a love tap. That's a full-on hit stick on Madden.
That's right.
I'll tell you that. And then you see the scrum here in the corner. You see Dickinson getting into it. And he's a physical player, but that's just not at the right time.
No.
They got to have the timing for the physicality, and it's just not the right time tonight.
Yeah, like you said, there's good physical, and then there's bad physical. Obviously, I think that there's aggressiveness, and then there's just some careless mistakes that have put them down in a hole. And in a game of this caliber, a game of the utmost importance, you can't be playing careless like that and just checking people, you know?
No, when you've got playoff implications on the line against a team like Geneseo, who, like we said all the way back in the pregame show, they have not swept in 10 years. I mean, I don't mean to be this guy, but is there a reason for that? It looks like it's been the sloppy play for the Lakers. You cannot be going to the penalty box that much. The fact that Geneseo has not been able to capitalize on those 5 power plays, the Lakers should be wiping the sweat off the brow and throwing it away, because you just cannot be doing that if you're the Lakers.
Yeah, 3-0 this game is right now. It could be a lot worse.
Yeah.
But like we said, or I said earlier, the penalty kill.
Yeah, swings and roundabouts.
Yeah. You know, they're doing a phenomenal job. Yeah. They're standing on their heads. It's just something, it's a positive. That's probably the one positive for Oswego right now in this game.
Yeah, they're doing good on the penalty kill. Is a comeback possible? It is. Is it probable? We shall see. But the Lakers are going to have to definitely turn something around if they want to come back.
Yeah, they're going to have to pick that up, especially with the penalty kill. It's been great, but they got to capitalize and stay out of the penalty box. But let's take a look around that SUNYAC, give you another update from going up, especially up in Fredonia. Whoa, 9-2. Plattsburgh taking the lead. Cortland, they're starting to run away with Brockport. So the Lakers are starting to sweat in that locker room right now, knowing that SUNYAC standing, they might be taking a few ticks down.
Man, you see the Plattsburgh 9-2, you're like, wow, they keep that up. There's no shot at first. Cortland, though, 3-0, 3 in the second period. I believe it was a 0-0 game. End of the first. They're creeping up right behind them. And then you got Potsdam and Buffalo State, 3-3. I know what you're thinking. These two programs are not usually that great.
Yeah.
But there's a shot Buffalo State and Potsdam both potentially could make the playoffs.
Yeah.
So it's very tight right now in the SUNYAC.
Yeah, Buffalo's riding right in the middle there, and Cortland, Oswego, I'm sure somebody on the coaching staff is checking that score, and they're not very happy with that, because that puts Oswego in a little bit of what you would call a pickle after that. And Buffalo State, you know, the 5th seed creeping with a win here today. That is big. But you look at the bottom, Potsdam, they are not necessarily a bad team. They put up fights with good teams, and that is exactly what they're doing. Tied 3-3 with, so they got fight in them.
You got Sweet Caroline.
Yeah, Sweet Caroline is on my mind. I see the people swaying, and I lost my train of thought. That is a thing of beauty in the crowd right there.
To kind of pick up where you're talking about, SUNYAC, it's kind of been turned on its head this year. We've got new teams at the top. Teams like you mentioned, Buffalo State and Potsdam, who typically aren't in the mix. We're in February. It's February 3rd. Punxsutawney Phil came to visit yesterday. and Buffalo State's playing for a playoff position. So it's going kind of crazy in the SUNYAC.
A lot of teams in it.
A lot of teams in it, and it's going to be interesting. We've got a good one going on behind us. You're going to want to stay tuned. 3-0 is your score. Geneseo's on top. We've got 20 more minutes left of hockey to play. And hey, we might even have you listen to a little bit of Sweet Caroline, because it's about to get a lot sweeter on the other side of the break when we send it back up to Jared Wakefield and Kyle J. Spizak. Make sure to stay tuned for 20 more minutes, and we'll catch you after for a little post-game show coming up on WTOP 10.
You quit smoking and thought, that's that. But here's the thing about lung cancer. By the time you see the symptoms, it could be too late. But now, there's a new scan that can detect lung cancer early, when it's more curable. If you smoked, get scanned. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Good evening and welcome to WTOP 10 Nightly News.
Total, Baldwin faces 32 charges.
Saturday, I went to Woodchuck Saloon.
Too much temperature change.
1310 meteorologist.
2 as well. Visions from Tanner Smith.
Go to 2-1.
2 with 6 and 10 on the year.
One in 3 adults has pre-diabetes. That means it could be you. Your barber. Your barber's barber.
Nice work.
Thanks.
With early diagnosis, pre-diabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Welcome back to the Deborah F. Stanley Ice Arena at Convocation Hall here in a very chilly, negative 45-degree wind chill, Oswego, New York. However, surprisingly, where the ice is, it's pretty warm. It's actually pretty warm in here. I'm Jared Wakefield. I'm joined by Kyle Spizak. And Kyle, we talked about how Oswego's had offensive chances. They've been doing everything right. The scoreboard hasn't shown it, but what they have shown is a lot of Laker penalties, especially in that second period, and that contributed to a lack of offensive chances in those last 10 minutes. If you're head coach Ed Gosick, I mean, what are you doing? You've got 20 minutes to try and really solidify your SUNYAC playoff push to get one of those first-round byes.
Yeah, I mean, they played really good at the end of the period. They played good throughout this whole game, honestly. The end of the period, they kill off not one, but 2 5-on-3s. And then they managed to kill those off. But like you said, Jared, when you're down 2 men for a good 4 minutes, it's really hard to get any offensive scoring chances when you're running around your own zone, just dumping the puck down the ice. Now what they have to do, when they're coming down, although Petishin's been amazing, stopping everything he's seen, he's given up some juicy rebounds. If you're Oswego, somebody's crashing hard right down the middle of the slot, somebody's crashing hard back door, and you are pounding home any rebound that slithers away from Petishin.
Absolutely, Kyle. Face-off underway here, and Geneseo will corral. It's up to McLachos. Gilmore with the win to open up the third period. Tail of 210. Cal Shell's battled his way back to an 86% save percentage, 18 saves so far. A solid night for him, but he'll look to try and keep the puck out of the twine as Oswego enters, looking to put the puck in the twine for the first time tonight. Prompt zone entry and a prompter zone exit. Little Irish goodbye out of the zone as the puck wasn't touched by anybody and just flew out. Here's McQuaid stepping in. McQuaid, a little magic, looking to quantize up a play there. Unable to do so. A Geneseo player loses a stick. It's Gilmore. Dickinson skates that puck back in. Andriaki, not sure what's going on, trying to clear, and Ducky with a little UFO saucer pass. I feel like I'm in Roswell as that puck enters the zone. Geneseo looking to clear. Bull got a stick on it. Might have had a chance, but just glances over the shaft and heads back toward Cal Shell, and he'll come out and do his best. Marty Brodeur stop that puck. And up we go for the Lakers once again. The Lakers looking to set sail. Oh boy. Turnover there by Shane Bull. Another poke check away, and Dickinson on it with Morgan. Morgan wheels off it. Here's Gato. Gatto passes up to the Carlo, up to Shane Bull. That puck leapfrogs over the tape. That puck leapfrogs off a skate. Chance for Gatto there. Sicked away. Here's Olia. Haven't seen Olia and DeMiro that deep here tonight. Olia blows a tire, goes down. No penalty. Bunka chips it off the boards. And it'll be chipped over by Bull to the Carlo. DeCarlo elects to go to Robillard and reset, and the Lakers circle around looking to make something happen. DeCarlo jumps over that puck. Here's Gatto. Gatto shoots on. Rebound chance. Petitian, good play to get the catcher on top of that one before Shane Bull came crashing in to wreck the China shop.
Yeah, and that's like I just said before this period started right there. Another rebound chance. Oswego's got to be there in front. And Bull does come down. He's just a tad bit too late. If you're Oswego, you got to be ahead of these kind of things, given that it is 3-0 in the third period right now. You got to be ahead of that, and you have to be there waiting for the rebound.
It's felt like a lot of deer in headlights moments so far when both teams, namely Oswego, have had scoring chances. Oh, there was one for Grimshaw, and he fanned on it. Grimshaw fans on it, and it's a breakout chance for the Ice Knights. Nolan Barrett, a great play to stick that one away. Oswego player missing a glove. It's Barrett. Oswego's going to get a penalty here. Is going hard into the boards as Grimshaw, and down after the play is number 12, Dakota Zarudny, their top defenseman. 17 points this year, and he's headed square to the box after delivering a submarine hit on Grimshaw.
Yeah, and right there, Zarudny tries to go for the clean hip check, hits Grimshaw too low, gets him down near the knees, a real dangerous play in hockey. You know, John Tavares, for an example, a hit down low to the knees can, especially in the boards, that can really injure a player, so the ref's not taking any chances on that one. Oswego's got a power play. They have to score here, Jared.
Yeah, and the Oswego athletic staff playing lose it by M&M. You know, the time is now. Wormuth shoots on. Petitian with the save. Here's Sleet. Minute 50 in the power play. Back to Sleet. Sleet holds, waits to DeCarlo. DeCarlo to Wormuth. Wormuth towards the honey hole. Shoots on through traffic. Sticks on it. And Petitian in the defensive wrecking crew for Geneseo will stick it into the corner. Back up to Wormuth up high. Wormuth and Sleet with a lot of space. Sleet down low to Gatto. Gatto shoots it over the net. A wide open net. Petitian misread the play, and Gatto fires it off the glass. That one will go up and out of play, and that's a huge break for the Lakers as that puck, if it did not ride up and over the glass, was surefire going to be a clear, but instead the Lakers will get a face-off in the zone.
Yeah, and a good bounce of luck for the Lakers right there, not having the puck go all the way down, kill another 10-15 seconds off of the power play. Having the face-off down here, they got to establish something immediately. They've had some good shots, but good shots do not equate to goals. Goals equate to goals. They have to find the back of the net. They got a minute 26 on this power play to do so.
Ethan Zarowski in the play on it, and hard on the forecheck heading down it is Cannon Green. Green pressure, Shell. Oh, Shell fans on it. Shell dives. He's lost his stick. Geneseo with a shorthanded chance, and Zarowski takes it out of the zone. A good hit by Gatto takes Zarowski out of the play, and a scary moment for the Lakers there, as now your goaltender is without his twig. That puck goes down. Wormuth will go back to play it. Wormuth will hold it so Shell can go get his stick. A wide open net for the Lakers. Shell grabs his twig, and now Oswego basically loses 5 seconds of the power play after Shell. Dominic Kosic's his way. A huge hit by Oleon. Shane Bull, and Bull slow to get to his feet. Grimshaw stood up in the corner, and the hitting intensifies. Addison, a good pass down to his stick there to prevent the clear. Geneseo looking for a clear. Addison corrals. Addison pressured off, taken away, and Olia is going to bat that one along the Oswego bench. It's a 2-on-1 opportunity. Olia elects to shoot, and Shell will make the rather mundane save on that chance. Skating up with it is Addison. Here's for Bull. Shane Bull skating up and on through. Backhands it after Koutsamidas sends him to the shadow realm just about. That one bounced off the glass. And here's Semrad Anna and the Lakers. Successful for the first minute of the power play, but Really, Kyle? Nothing doing as here's a chance for Thomas. He fans on the puck. No help for him right now. It's 3 Lakers, 1 Jared Thomas, and he still manages to get the puck to the net.
Yeah, Lakers right there kind of just trying to figure out, how do I stop this guy? And they couldn't figure it out. Somehow he dances around 3 Oswego players.
Lakers getting a bit out of position here. Corey Cunningham about into his own penalty box. Cahill unable to corral that pass as Jared Thomas gets up. Or Jared Thomas and Ryan Dingisman are harassing the linesman down there. He about got checked about 5 times in the play. He's safe for now, but the puck's heading his way, so he'll be a bit wary. He'll jump up on the boards as the puck comes his way. McQuaid chopping at that puck like a lumberjack, unable to do anything. Semmer had a little deke along the boards, runs into his own teammate, and the Ice Knights will continue possession. The physical game stepping up for the Lakers, penalty coming. Hand pass on the Lakers there. Thought there might have been a roughing call, but no rough. Just a nice little hand pass, and the Lakers will evade the penalty box. So far, they put up 2 more shots on Petitian, and Petitian having a banner night right now. Could easily be at the 40 mark if Oswego continues to put pressure on in the final 15 minutes of play.
And this is something we haven't seen all game from the Lakers, having them run around kind of like with a chicken with their head cut off in their own zone. We haven't seen
Here's
that.
Robillard shooting on from an odd angle. Nothing doing there. Carlo the trailer, but Petitian doing a good job to direct that rebound behind the net. Shane Bull taking down a wraparound. Gilmore had his hands around Bull. No call there. Shooting on was Bunka. Nothing doing there. Refs calling a pretty good game here, allowing both teams to play on. That will be an icing on Geneseo. Geneseo a bit unhappy with that one. Both teams a little unhappy with the reffing, but pretty even game so far. I don't think either team could really be upset.
Yeah, I mean, given no matter what, if you're a referee, you're not going to be able to see every single play that happens. You're not going to get a 100% accuracy every game. It's all about fairness, and this has been a very fair called game. There may have been a missed call on Oswego, but if there's a missed call on Oswego, there was a missed call on Geneseo as well. Very back and forth.
Macklett drops that one off. Flack will see some ice time here, trying to get that one to Calabupo. Wow, linesman said he got a piece of it. Calabupo just barely in that case. No icing for the Lakers, and that's pivotal as they can try to set up. Calabupo goes down, but the puck stays in. Cahill tied up in front of the net, unable to get a swig on that. Chance coming in, and falling down was Zarudny as he'll chip that one up. Morgan unable to corral that one, and it's sticked away. Some score updates across your screen. Cortland leads Brockport 3-1 in Alumni Arena. They host Geneseo tomorrow. Buff State leads Potsdam 4-3, and Plattsburgh Fredonia 9-2. So Fredonia not having a very good night. Losing that puck was Andriaki, and the Lakers lose a zone entry and Warmouth back on it, but they'll get a break as Geneseo ices the puck.
Yeah, and this game is really, the first 2 periods, the way that you could describe it was Oswego just dominating Geneseo's zone. They managed to get the puck down in. They were making really good cycling passes, keeping the puck away from Geneseo defenders. This period, though, so far, it's kind of been the opposite. It's been back and forth. It's been a full ice, using all 210 feet of the ice here in this 3rd period.
Awaiting the face-off, Connor Sleeth in on this one. 13:32 to go. Andriaki tied up low along the boards. Off the back of the net it goes, and here's Sleeth trying to work something in, trying to get it to McQuaid. Pullman will stick it away. Here's Sleeth cutting around, sticking in. Some offensive chemistry starting to show, but the Ice Knights will maintain puck position. Good play by Addison to keep that puck in. And the Lakers still have some life. Good clear by the Ice Knights, but that may go for icing. No, it will not. They wave it off. Said it got a stick. And we're tied up again along the boards, and Geneseo not looking for many offensive opportunities here, Kyle. Just shut down defense, clogging the middle and clogging traffic. And Petitian hasn't had to do a lot of work. Neither has Shell. Shell, 18 shots. Petitian, 35 right now, so the Lakers only putting 5 on the pads.
Yeah, Geneseo's not going to turn the burners off here. They are going to try to get a goal or two if they have the opportunity, but that's not their priority at this point in the game. It's more or less draining out the clock and trying to just run it all the way to 0 with the lead you have now.
Gatto with a good play on the drop pass there. He was looking to make a turnover play there. and then unable to capitalize on anything there as that puck went out of play. We're going to throw it down to Luke Rosenthal. Luke's down in the corner looking at some things. Luke, what do you got?
Thanks, guys. A lot has been said about this Oswego Lakers power play over the last few weeks. Last game against Cortland, they went 0 for 6 today, 0 for 3. But they're going up against a Geneseo team that doesn't give up many power plays to begin with. Only gave up 1 in their first game in the Oswego win last November. Oswego is 0 for 3 here tonight. But on the other side, their power play kill, or their kill penalty, has been great. Geneseo is 0 for 5 on the night, which is a big turnaround from their last game, guys.
Thank you very much, Luke. Good to see you're doing well down there in the corner. I was worried a player was going to come through the glass at you with that big scrum down there in the last period, but we play on. The glass is intact. Shell will come out to play that one. He won't fan on this one. He'll pass that one up. Semrad leaves for Bull. And that pass again intercepted. And the theme we're noticing here, Kyle, a lot of intercepted passes. But here's a chance now. A nice little 3-on-3 to Carlo. Drops the Bull. Bull on his backhand there for a brief moment. Turning around to look at the play. Calabufo gets his ankles broken. Back onto this Semrad. A good clear in front of Shell. That puck doesn't make it to Shell. Shot off the stick of Pullman. Shane Bull's tied up with Gilmore. That gives Jackson Arcan a lot of space. He's got about an entire city's worth. And here's Bunka. Bunka punching way in. He shoots right into the logo of Matt Petitian. And a nice save by Matt Petitian. And a nice goal for Brockport as the Brockport Golden Eagles put one on the board. They're within 1 goal of the Red Dragons. And Brockport could use some of that momentum. 9 minutes to go in that game. They host Oswego tomorrow in Cortland. Can't afford a loss as they look to try and upset Geneseo and Oswego, trying to work their way into the 3 and maybe even the 2 seed.
Yeah, really the SUNYAC, as we mentioned before the game, it's just so up in the air right now. Anything can happen.
Here's Calabufo, he shoots. Petitian with the save.
Really the SUNYAC, anything can happen right now. So many teams are within each other, within a few points. No icing's called there.
Zarowski unable to corral that one.
Yeah, the crowd did not like that one at all whatsoever. And honestly, it was a very close play. Probably a missed icing, but no harm, no foul so far.
Lakers will chip it out pretty quickly. Olia unable to get on that one. No Lakers up on the forecheck. So Demad DeMiro able to play that one back. Here's Green skating in. He is thoroughly blocked off. That shot doesn't make it off of the stick of Brian Zarowski. DeMuro loses that one. Sleeth will clean it up, and Sleeth's going to have a one-on-one. He's got trailers with him. 2 of them, in fact. Sleeth passing across for Robillard. Petitian loses the puck. It bounces up in front of him, and he bats it to the corner. Petitian, bit of a panic there, but he reacts pretty well in the chaos. Sleeth looking to center that one up. He stood up by Zarowski. Dickinson shoots on, he scores! Matt McQuaid with the tip in after Dickinson fires low. The Lakers get the first one with 10 minutes to go in regulation. It's 3-1 for the Ice Knights. But Matt McQuaid gets the tip in from Dickinson, and Dickinson working that honey hole near side, and the Laker faithful are fired up despite a 2-goal disadvantage.
And exactly how I predicted their goals would be scored, it was a tip right out in front, screening Petitian. And how about that tip in by Matt McQuaid? Magic Matt somehow finds that puck, and it wasn't on the ice, it was slightly elevated, still gets his stick on it, and he rams that up like it's a BMX jump, and it goes top shelf right over Petitian's glove.
Matt Petitian's shutout is busted on what would have been the 40th shot, I believe. Trying to keep that one in was Gatto, but he's taken away. Addison whiffs on it. Here's a breakaway chance for Geneseo. Skating in on it. They skate, they pass. Going down hard into the boards behind the play was number 21, Alex Demeski. And here come the Lakers the other way. Addison for DeCarlo. Pandemonium as everybody screams. A bit surprised, no penalty on the Lakers as Demeski blows a tire and then gets shoved hard into the boards. But he gets right back up and joins the play and helps prevent an Oswego goal. Skating in is Smunt. Here's Smunt. Unable to do anything, and the Lakers skating back up. That one out into the Oswego bench, and we'll get a face-off.
And what a defensive play by Shane Bull that was. The back check is real for Shane Bull. A two-way forward, something Oswego is heavily in need of. Somebody who can go and produce on offense, but also isn't afraid to get back and get gritty and dirty down in the defensive zone. And that's exactly what you want out of a center, Shane Bull. electric this year doing that both ways.
Here's Nolan Barrett pinching in. He lays a huge hit. Not completed on Olio, and Olio returns the favor on Arcan. One of the Lakers' big men forwards. Going down hard was Barrett, but Barrett gets right back up. Oswego will beat the Ice Knights back. Shell's going to come out to play it. Marty Brodeurs that one right off Jared Thomas. Skating in to play on it is Corey Cunningham. Getting chippy. Thomas shoots, and Shell with a big save way out of his net, taking all of the angle away. Thomas again from the slot. He fans. Here's Cahill. Cahill coming with Arcan. The fans want one. Arcan shoots. Good save. Petitian out of the net with a blocker. Lakers cycling hard. Bunka blows a tire. Puck's down low. That one trickles over the skate of Zarudny. Flack in hard. Lays a hit on Zarudny after the play. Robillard now hard up to Grimshaw. Grimshaw trying to get back to Smart. He's back on the ice. Drop pass to Grimshaw. Nothing doing there. Smart behind the net working with it. Ice Knights clogging traffic. 3 of them in the slot. Smart left, right, zigzag, tic-tac-toe. Nothing doing. The Ice Knights get it out. Zarudny take away by Grimshaw. Drops it for Smart. He's poke checked away. Smart and Zarudny stand each other up in the corner. The hitting and the speed increasing. Bunka back on that one. He's got a high speed. Mitch Makla back there. Gilmore trying to get that one out. He does get it out to Shane Bull. He fans on it. And the Ice Knights will recover, but Bunka picks it up. Bunka will enter the zone. It's a 1-on-2. Cycles looking for Troops. He'll find one in Shane Bull, but the bouncing puck does not settle. And Bull will have to wheel back off of that one. Gatto pinches up. Dickinson stays up high. McClockos will get around Dickinson. And here's Matchlet again. Matchlet, toe drag shot. Addison, a good play to get his leg pads on that one, and Addison does not get baited off that one. A good defensive play. Pace starting to slow down a little bit. Geneseo a bit more methodical. Skating in, dealing. Morgan, cross ice pass. Trying to get that one down low to Cannon Green. Unable to do so. Top line out here for Geneseo with the second line deep pair. Second line deep pair with 3 points tonight. Here's Gatto. Gatto shoots high. TG gets the blocker on it, but likely was going to go over the crossbar regardless. Petition crossing the 40 save mark. Save 41 right there. Carlo forechecking down low. Warm skating into playoff hockey atmosphere here, Kyle, with 6:49 to go.
Yeah, this is just electric here. The Laker faithful getting into it as always. And the Lakers are really turning up their play now. They just need 2 in the next 6:30 to try to send this to an OT period, or 3 to bury it here in the third.
And that is a tall task. Sleeth will keep that one and shoots on. Petitian makes the save, and it goes up into the upper level netting, and that might be what the Lakers needed, a little bit of a reset. And the Ice Knights getting some chances, but the Lakers snuffing them out when they get into the zone. And again, Petitian, the star of the show, a 97.7 save percentage compared to Cal Shell's 87%. Kyle, I mean, I love our perch, but I think we're right. I think the goaltending has been the crux of this game so far, and nothing against Cal Shell. Played a good game. Sleeth gets tripped up, and that faceoff will get called back. Couple fans in the crowd, Hammond and Hahn.
Yeah, like you said, Jared, though, we said before the game goaltending was going to be a big part of this game, and it's proven to be a huge, really the deciding factor. Petitian's been outstanding, but now 6:24 to go. Oswego finds themselves up for 2 minutes, and Geneseo is going to lose a huge player in Kutsamides. He's one of the biggest players on this Geneseo team. He has the goal, one of their goals here tonight, so big loss for them.
Kutsamides and Navy North slap shot in from Warmouth, blocked away out in front. Warmouth really wanting one. He's been hot, 6 points in the month of January. Over to the Carlo, he's also had 6. Warmouth shoots on low, traffic out in front. Loose puck, they score! Danny Calabupo puts it in from the shot from Warmouth. It's 3-2 Geneseo.
And what a better way to do it than a rebound goal in front. That is going to be the fault of Petitian. And they have cracked the armor of the Ice Knight in net. So 2 goals here in the third. They didn't get anything in the first 2 periods. They have 2 goals in the last 5-6 minutes. The Lakers are buzzing right now. That power play was huge. Kutsamides taking that, a huge downfall for the Geneseo Knights. And now this is an extremely contested game.
And the building's getting nice and loud here. The student section in the it's all your fault chant. Again, Matt Petitian, a phenomenal game so far, but the defense unable to be the cleanup crew there. Waste management a little bit late to the party. and Oswego within a fighting chance with 5:47 to go. Shell will cover that one up. Trailing in, trying to bury that one in, was Dakota Zarudny pinching ahead.
And who's better to bring Oswego's deficit down to 1 than the Syracuse native, Daniel Calabufo, a West Genny resident, went to high school there, just 35 minutes up the road. Now he's playing here in Oswego, so a hometown hero right now, bringing this game back into a close range for the Lakers where they can possibly grasp it.
It's behind the net for Robillard. Robillard fires it around. DeCarlo centers that one up, taking it away is Gilmore. The Knights playing with speed. Lakers and Knights both on the edge of their skates. Macklett taps that one in, and Shell will cover it up to stop the play. 5:30 to go, and the Lakers desperately need to set up time. Kyle, how quickly do you, if you're at Gosick, do you pull the hook on Shell and put a 6-man out?
Not yet. I still give it a little while. I'm not getting that desperate until under 2 minutes.
What time? Like 2 minutes, 3 minutes?
I'd say about 2 minutes is when you start to think about taking Shell out.
Here's Wynn, centering pass, shot on. Robillard skated that one away. Shane Bull behind the net, up to DeCarlo. DeCarlo taking it on, and he'll chip it in. Will it go for icing? Yes, it will! Zarudny and Gato leg to leg in the foot race, but the linesman ruling that Zarudny won. And I think I agree with him there. I think Zarudny had a couple extra steps on Gatto.
It was a really close one, honestly. I think it could have gone either way. And in those kind of situations, I'm always a big fan of just let them battle it out in the corner and see who was there to win the race. But nonetheless, we're not on the ice, so we have a face-off in Oswego's zone.
Had those quick whistles early, so pretty consistent so far. The icing's come quick. If you're a step ahead, you're going to get it. Hard forking play by Shane Bull to get a break, and he will. Looked like it might have been a 2-on-2, so I got a little excited there, thinking we might see some tie hockey. Losing a glove is Tommy Wynn, the extra skater for Geneseo. Some of his first minutes of the game. Speedy Petey will fire that one on and dump it in. No icing. He was just over the red line before headed for the door for a Costco change. Andriaki behind the net. The Lakers getting loud. 4:44 remain in the third period. McQuaid tips it down, trying to get it. He'll get it on his backhand and turning it around as the Ice Knights. 2-on-2 opportunity here. Throwing on wide. Shooter there was number 21, Alex Demeski. Robillard now behind the net. Tied up down there with Demeski again, and Demeski will battle that one out. It's Fensterstock now. Wheeling out, centering pass, looking for a backhand shot. Attempting to get something on it was Koutsamidis again. Shot coming on. Shell will kick that one away almost into the referee. And here comes Sleeth and McQuaid. McQuaid with a leg on it. And a quick whistle. Geneseo penalty. Looks like it's coming up. Shell was well on his way out. No. Will it be an Oswego penalty? It may be. Hooking call. Yes, it will. Geneseo penalty. I stand corrected.
It was. My only question with it is I'm confused why they blew the whistle when Oswego maintained possession of the puck.
It's Alex Demeski and the Lakers. 1 for 2 on the power play today. Kyle, they need to go 2 for 3 here. 2-minute power play. That'll take us down to 2:08 in regulation.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about it just when they had their second power play about 2 minutes ago, that they had to score on it, and they managed to do so. They got to do the same way they did before. Get people in front and bang home the rebounds.
That puck's coming out, a pass attempted for a shorthand break. Broken up by the Lakers, specifically Quinn Wormuth. Sleep, skating in, drops for Wormuth. Wormuth at the blue line, to DeCarlo. DeCarlo skates in. Down low to the red line, he works, back to Wormuth. Over to Sleeth. Sleeth skates into the slot, waits, he holds, he shoots. Pad save, rebound chance, it's still loose. Still loose, Petition is down. The puck is loose, Wormuth wide open net, and he scores! Quinn Wormuth into the open net. Tie game into third period. A power play goal for the Oswego State Lakers.
And that is exactly what they needed. They needed that goal there, and just like their other three, it's a rebound goal in front. Wormuth comes and picks it up. Petition's down on the ground. It's a scrum in the middle of everything. The puck somehow bounces loose. Wormuth gets it, and he snipes it into the open net. both of their, this is the best Oswego's power play has looked all season long.
A storybook out of the Disney playbook. The Lakers struggle on special teams all year. They kill the penalties. They score on the power play, and in the third period with 3 minutes, 33 seconds to go, we are tied at 3.
And what a turn of events. It was 3-0 at the end of the second, and a lot of fans and the team looked a little bit dejected that they were out of this, but they are right back in it like it's nothing. 3 goals in 10 minutes.
Quinn Warmoth, 6 points in January, the hot hand. Here's Dickinson, he shoots up into the twine, up into the student section. And as Oswego entered the zone, you could hear the student section, their intensity increasing, the noise getting loud. And boy, there may not be as many people here, Kyle, given the weather, but that student section is loud.
Yeah, obviously there are some green seats that you can see in there because, well, as we mentioned multiple times, that it's negative 30 with wind chill outside right now. But you got at least 1,000 students that still made the come out, and they are making it known that they are here. They are loud and they are proud.
Here's bunk up from up top, the captain. Loose puck out in front again. Another loose rebound. The crowd wanted one real bad, but the Lakers couldn't capitalize. McQuaid skating with intensity, dumps it down low, 2:54 to go, the clock winding down. A very different storyline than Oswego's 4-3 win over Geneseo in Geneseo. An equally loud student section there as well. So that puck will get dumped in, and play will slow down. The checking increasing. McQuaid and Cahill battle behind the net. It's up to Morgan. Streaking ahead is Fensterstock. Barrett there to break up the play. Oh, here's Cahill. He might have a chance, but a good play by Tommy Wynn, the extra skater. Really showing head coach Chris Schultz why he deserves those minutes. And Grimshaw stands up. Peter Morgan. Grimshaw goes down. And here's Speedy Petey. He works that one up on and out to Green. And Warmoth fires it in. And every time that puck gets anywhere within 5 feet of Matt Petitian, the Laker faithful make some noise.
Yeah, they're in his head right now. I mean, like I said, there was a chink in the armor, and it's really been showing through in this period. I said earlier, I thought it would take one to break his confidence.
Barrett drops to Gatto. Gatto shoots wide.
I thought it would take one to break his confidence a little bit, and the Laker faithful are in his head, not letting him forget it.
21 saves for Cal Shell, 45 for Matt Petitian. The Lakers are firing the puck. Shot on by Dickinson, and it's just wide. It gets over the pad, but no twine. Gatto chips that one. Zarowski jumps down on him. Petitian makes the save, loses the rebound. Nobody home to clean it up as the Lakers were out of the zone. Bull off to grab a change. It's Calabufo and Cahill. That puck dumped in by the Ice Knights for their first possession in a few minutes. 1:18 to go. Either team looking to score. Geneseo maybe with a chance. Slot was open. But the Lakers elect to throw it off the glass and get it down. Lakers hanging back, looking like they're okay if they can try to take this to overtime. Addison checked into the boards, dumps it on down. 1 minute to go. And we have a whistle.
Looks like it's going to be an icing call, so face-off's going to come back down into Oswego zone. 56.2 seconds left here in the third period, a tie game. Something we could not say coming into this period. 3-0 Geneseo led, now it is 3-3. The shot total is still exponential. Geneseo 20 shots, Oswego 47.
That ever-potent second line out for Geneseo, that forward line of McClockos, Gilmore, and Macklett. And it's McClockos right now, down low, tied up. Robillard and Cahill in there battling for the puck. Macklett there as well. Macklett battling like a soldier, but he won't win this war as Bunka will fire it off the glass and out. Skating with it is Calabufo. It's in his skates. He lost it. But Geneseo drops it off. Bunka lays a hit by the play. Air puck down. Left for Arcan, but a good play by Olia to stick that one over Arcan. Shane Bull looking to wrap around. He won't go for the Jim Leahy wrap around, but here's Nolan Barrett. Nolan Barrett with a chance. It's behind him. That's behind him and out of the play, and he leaves it for McClockos. Bull will grab it down and play it. 7 seconds to go. Lakers just looking for a shot. Gatto gets it out in front. The Ice Knights with a chance. They'll dump it. And Kyle,
we're going to overtime.
Overtime between your number 9 and number 12 ranked teams in the nation. An unbelievable third period for both programs. Geneseo with chances, but Oswego grabs this game and knocks the Knights off the horse for 3 unanswered goals. And to be honest with you, Kyle, coming into this period, an improbable task for what has been a really good and really stout Ice Knights program through all of these years.
Yeah, I mean, we did not see this coming in the third period. Usually when Geneseo gets up that big, they just ride out the rest of the game. But that did not happen to be the case here in the third. The Lakers were not willing to give it up. Huge goals. We were talking about Quinn Wormuth, 6 points in the month of January, He now has 7 points in the last 30, 40 days or so. He's been on fire, one of the leaders of Oswego. And then you look at the other goal that was scored. Matt McQuaid gets one off a tip. Ryan Dickinson shoots it from the point. Dickinson, the leading point scorer on the defense. He gets 12 points on the season now with another assist. And then not only to add on to that, Alex DiCarlo snipes one in. Alex DiCarlo, what's he been doing all year? He's been scoring ever since he's been back. That goal right there makes it his 6th point in 5 games. He just extended his point streak from 4 to 5 games.
And for Oswego State, another barn burner in the matchups versus the Geneseo Ice Knights. And let me tell you, Kyle, this year, I know the Plattsburgh rivalry gets hyped up here a lot. This has been my favorite matchup to watch because Geneseo and Oswego play such a high caliber of hockey. And last year, it was very clear, and no disrespect to last year's team, that Geneseo was a way better team. They skated incredibly well. They finished their hits and their shots pinpoint, as we saw in the first and second period. Very sharp shooters, a very well-disciplined, hard-working program. And Chris Schultz has turned a program that has effectively been nothing in the SUNYAC for a good chunk of its history into a year-after-year powerhouse that has toppled, the historic teams you think of in the SUNYAC, like Oswego and Plattsburgh and some of those other teams. But these matchups this year have been so much fun. These teams are both, in my opinion, pretty evenly matched. They have different skills they're better at. I think Oswego a bit more physical, Geneseo a bit faster, and hey, right in the 3-on-3 overtime, and the advantage may lean Geneseo here. We saw Cortland outskate Oswego a week ago in this exact same situation, but a different context now as Oswego has scored 3 unanswered.
Yeah, right now Oswego has all the momentum going into this overtime because not only did they score 3 in that third, they scored 3 in the last 12 minutes of the third. So it's not like it was really delayed over time. Like they scored 1 in the second and then a few in the third. It was back to back to back. So the Lakers are riding that momentum, and Geneseo's got to stand tall if they want a chance to maintain the opportunity to be one in the SUNYAC.
And Geneseo might have the fastest player in D3 hockey on the ice. It's Speedy Petey, Peter Morgan. And here's Morgan with the puck. Stick checked away by Calabufo. Calabufo, no twig. He'll just grab a stick off the bench and work with it. Morgan chasing up through the slot. Toe drags, and what a good play by Oswego to turn it in. Here we come. 3-on-1 chance. It's Matt McQuaid. The fans want one. McQuaid digs, he shoots. It's out of the net. It's loose off to the right side. Petitian lays a cross-check to Calabufo. Calabufo in his crease, so Petitian defending himself there. And Oswego, a grade A chance with that puck. Trickles out wide, and Geneseo with one of their own. And Peter Morgan does the work as he heads to the bench. And Geneseo and Oswego grab a change with Calabufo stick still on the ice. Calabufo stick back to the bench. The ref will pick it up, and we'll play on. Waiting behind the net now for the Geneseo Ice Knights is McClockos. Here's McClockos, a plan 3-on-3 attack. They'll cut wide and go strong side. McClockos behind the net looking for the good old wraparound. And he loses an edge. He loses an edge. Here's Nolan Barrett. His first Laker goal. He's brought down. It's a penalty. It's a tripping call. Barrett is hauled down, and the fans light up as Nolan Barrett on a breakaway is hauled down. And Geneseo will head to the box at 3:49 in overtime.
And a detrimental penalty for the Geneseo Ice Knights there. And right now they have him in the box. I thought personally it was going to be...
There might have been a penalty shot there.
I thought it was going to be a penalty shot, but it appears that they're going to elect not to go with the penalty shot. It's going to be a 2-minute power play for the Lakers here in this overtime period, and the Lakers are 2 for 2 on their last 2 power plays, 2 for 3 in this game. Their power play has played better in this game than they have all season long. Can they ride that momentum? They got DiCarlo at the point, Shane Bull at the other side. Solid point, and then you got Wormuth dropping down in front of the net and Cahill taking the draw.
And it's going to be really interesting overtime hockey. It is, you do not lose a player. It is 4-on-3. The other team adds a player until they get to 5. So Oswego will go on a 4-on-3. We've actually seen that in a game this year. I believe we saw it against St. Anselm, where there were so many penalties that Oswego lost a man and Anselm was down 2. So we saw some 4-on-3 action. Not unusual to see in a regular period, but certainly in this case in overtime. But to be fair to McLachos there, I don't know what else you do. Nolan Barrett, hungry. Just transferred this program from UMass Boston. And UMass Boston, no slouch. 5 goals, 13 assists, 18 points. A sharpshooter who has really stood out this game. This has been his breakout game, especially in that third period where he had some monster plays to set things up. And as the Geneseo timeout winds down, the Lakers will look to go 3 in a row on the power play.
And that's a tough task to beat, especially against Petitian and this Ice Knights defense. But the Lakers have done it the last 2, and they've got the loud crowd behind them, so we'll see how this plays out.
Geneseo quickly battling it out. Here's Bull circling back to the near side. Bull pushed off to the boards. Cahill content to take his time. If they burn the time here, there'll only be 1:40 in the overtime. And Oswego could use the points either way. Cahill to DeCarlo. Geneseo, high triangle, centering pass, they shoot! Bull trying to bury it in. It's kicked out, and it was an odd angle for Bull. Bull's unable to finish. DeCarlo up high to Cahill. Cahill shoots wide. Geneseo 3 shorthanded goals this year. They are a force on the penalty kill as well. Shane Bull creeping in back door. They got Warmoth right out in front. Here's Cahill. Oh, he fans on the puck. And Geneseo might get a clear here. Yes, they will. A minute to go on the power play, and the Ice Knights get a free trip to Costco.
It's not necessarily the worst thing in the world. Oswego's able to get a change there as well. And DeCarlo's wheeling up now.
DeCarlo, Gatto, Sleeth, and McQuaid. No defenseman. Here's McQuaid. McQuaid skates in. He shoots. Rebound chance. Everybody overskates it. DeCarlo by himself. It's a 2-on-1. Shorthanded chance for Geneseo. Maybe. Wynn. Backhand. Oh, he fans. Tommy Wynn with a grade A chance, unable to convert. And the Lakers come back the other way as this place erupts. McQuaid skating back. He's got Gatto up high. Off to DeCarlo. DeCarlo, nobody down low, a clean shooting lane. Here's Sleeth. He dekes, he shoots, it's blocked. A lot of room, though, as DeCarlo and Sleeth will exchange places. DeCarlo to Sleeth. Oh, Sleeth lets it trail off his stick, and they're burning time. 15 seconds to go. The Lakers need to enter quickly. Sleeth through the slot to McQuaid. Dropped off for DeCarlo. DeCarlo to Gatto. Gatto shoots low. Rebound chance. Petitian out of the net. Can they bury it? Petitian covers it up with a blocker. Puck comes loose. Lakers looking to make something happen. The Lakers have to take a man off, and it's McLachos. McLachos to win it. He takes it in. He shoots. He scores! Stephen McLachos wins it for the Ice Knights in overtime. And the Geneseo Ice Knights take a thriller 4-3 against Geneseo as Matt McQuaid ends up in the scrum on accident. The linesmen having a discussion. Wait a minute, we might not be done. The refs looking to call a discussion, but I think there will not be a challenge. Everybody heads to the handshake line, and Kyle, wow, what a thriller. And the Geneseo Ice Knights capitalize at the right time, and it's a beauty, bar down beauty, from Stephen McLachos to win it for the Ice Knights, and they take it by the same score Oswego took it in the IRA, 4-3.
Yeah, and McLachos just got a really good opportunity there. He bolts straight out of the box and catches Oswego's defense lacking. DeCarlo did not think that he was coming out that early on. McLachos comes out. DeCarlo doesn't pick that up. Puck goes out off the high glass. McLachos picks it up, and it's just him and Cal Shell, nobody else, and he gets that forehand, backhands it right under the bar. And they take home the overtime victory here in the Deb. Oswego does take some points home going towards SUNYAC rankings, but they're still going to drop down, and now Geneseo is going to take that second place threshold over the Lakers. So a tough loss for the Lakers, some points that they really could have used here, and honestly, just besides the points, that would have been a huge morale win for the Lakers too, but this is nothing to hang their heads on either. That third period comeback that they formulated, that's something out of movie scripts right there. You do not see that happen in the game of hockey very often. So the Lakers should keep their heads high after being able to bring this game back so close. having so many opportunities in that overtime period that they just weren't able to find the back of the net of. Fantastic game. They just got bested by a good couple of bounces by Geneseo, but Geneseo played one heck of a game too. They're a very fast, very skilled and talented team, and they showed that tonight. But the Lakers showed that they can match top-level talent in the nation. We've said it once, we'll say it again. The Lakers play amazing against good competition teams. They usually play down to competition when they play weaker opponents, which we'll have to see how that turns out, as their next stretch of opponents are Morrisville, Buffalo State, and Fredonia.
And you can't hang your hat on anything because Brockport, they'll make you work for it. They play Cortland pretty tight tonight. We'll have some final results from the games around the SUNYAC coming up in just a little bit, but that's certainly been some tight ones. That Plattsburgh-Fredonia, well, that wasn't very tight. Sorry, Fredonia. But if you're watching, whether you're an Oswego fan, a Geneseo fan, or you just like D3 hockey, I hope you've been entertained, because that was one of the finest D3 hockey games we've had in this barn across the men's and women's programs all year. And the Oswego faithful, a little bit heartbroken that they weren't able to come away with one. But, man, Geneseo Ice Knights absolutely earned it. And have a night, Stefan McLakos, 2 goals and the game winner in overtime.
Yeah, what a goal for McLakos, and really what a game. I mean, he comes down, he opens up the game by sniping Cal Shell down on the wing. He opens up the game with that first goal right away from there, and then coming down after that, gets the game winner.
Well, we've got Luke Rosenthal down below out on the ice with Oswego State assistant head coach John Whitelaw. John, part of the team that swept Geneseo 10 years ago. Luke, take it away.
Thanks, guys. I'm with assistant coach John Whitelaw here now. Coach Whitelaw, obviously not the outcome that you guys wanted, but going into the third period down 3-0, for you guys to come back and force overtime, what do you have to say about the resiliency of this team?
Oh, I mean, it was gritty, right? I thought, you can see the shots, 53-22, right? I thought all game long our guys played strong, battled through some penalties there, and unfortunately things didn't bounce our way, but it's a step in the right direction. We played with grit, we played with pace, we played with everything that we wanted to. Something we'll learn from, and hopefully, some of these games will start going our own way. But as frustrating as it is to lose, finally, like you said, showing resiliency, playing with grit, that's what we're going to need if we're going to have any success in the playoffs.
Absolutely, and you guys were a lot more efficient tonight on the power play as well as penalty kill. Just take me through that. How did you guys improve throughout the night?
Just aggressiveness. I mean, we talked about it all week. We wanted to be more aggressive. We wanted to dictate the pace in both, right? We wanted to force them to make mistakes on the kill, and we wanted to, just be simple. Put pucks to the net and crash. We get rewarded with 2 goals. So, again, positives, but, we're done with the moral victories. We need to start finding a way to close these games out, and, it will be better. So.
And how does this team start to close these games out? How do you guys bounce back from this one?
Well, it's the process, right? We said we have 3 weeks to get better, right? And we're not winning a championship tonight, but if we're taking steps in the right direction, that'll help us win a championship in a couple weeks, then that's all we can ask for right now.
I appreciate it, Coach.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Now we're going to throw it back up to Jared Wakefield and Kyle Spizak up in the booth.
Thank you very much, Luke, and an exciting game here as Geneseo Ice Knights win it in overtime, and Oswego able to take away a point. Jared Wakefield and Kyle Spizak here, and very well could be my last time here in the Pratt's Box. I do as much behind the scenes here, so a big thank you to everyone at the WTOP 10 control room. One man who is not there because he's working with the hockey team right now, Merrick Tukowski. Thank you guys for everything. It's always a lot of fun to do these, and I'll see you all for a while. We've got until May, but a lot of good things to take away. And Kyle, well, you've got a little bit more time here, so people will be hearing your voice for a year or two more to come.
Yeah, can't get rid of me that easy. I got another year after this, only a junior, so, as much as I will miss calling games with you, I'm glad I still get to do this after this season concludes. But being as this was my first season really hopping on, being one of our main commentators, being with you and Turge all the time on the call, you guys are 2 of my role models, 2 of my closest friends that I've met at the club. So I'll definitely miss being around on the call with you and Turge.
Not bad for a bunch of college students, eh?
Not bad, eh?
Not bad. All right, we're going to head on over to the perch. Jacob Bradley, Thomas Tallerino, and Michael Schettler. Boy, that was a doozy. What do you guys think?
Thanks, Jared. Thanks, Kyle. Hopefully we get to see a little bit more of you, considering we got 2 more home games left to go. But nonetheless, a great one just happened behind us. An absolutely crushing loss for the Lakers, dropping that one in overtime for the 2nd straight game in a row, 4-3 to Geneseo. But gentlemen, Oh, my goodness. Do you guys even have any words to talk about that game?
I was shell-shocked there in the third
What you
period.
did there.
I couldn't believe they scored 3 in a row, and they were electric.
Yeah, it was.
All 3 of them. Shetler, what do you got for us?
I mean, it's like deja vu from last week. We're
Yeah.
sitting here, we're looking, we're like, oh, they
Maybe
got
it's a
this.
sign.
Maybe it's maybe
Yeah,
I
get
gotta
out
like
of
shift
here.
a little
You
bit
guys
to
go
the
hang out
left
with
or
Jerry.
right.
Yeah, guys.
I'm kidding. We love Jared. We love
we love
Kyle.
Jared.
I genuinely mean it. I hope we see a lot more of Jared Wakefield. If we don't see it here, we're going to see it on the big stage for sure. But
I'm
go ahead.
stunned. I mean, I'm complete. For the fact that they came back regardless is astounding. It shows a lot of heart, but it got my hopes up. Brought a tear to my eye.
It was a tearjerker.
Hey, it was an absolutely emotional game, not just for us, but for them down there on the ice today. Oswego, of course, we're going to run you through it chronologically. They came back in this game somehow. 3 unanswered goals. Let's take a look. It started off right here, Tommy.
Yeah, we see the first one. They get it right in the back of the net. And then we're on to the second one. We got Calabufo scoring right here.
On the power
He
play.
sinks it, that one. Power play goal, that's big for him. That's an improvement. And then we got the third one, Quinn Warmuth. He finds the back of the net. He's right in there, right in the netminder's grill. And they really showed some heart in this one, like we said earlier. Just outstanding job. The third period, they executed. They were putting up the shots all night. But that period, they executed when they needed to.
I think that was the best period we've seen this team play all season long.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
They capitalized on the power plays with those 2 goals there at the end, being those power play goals, getting them right back in this game. But then, of course, it was the absolute heartbreaker that was the final goal of the game. Stefan Miklakos knocking it home, sending Oswego packing back into the snow. And here it is, Tommy. I mean, just wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah, you see it. They just come off the power play as Oswego, and Geneseo takes advantage. They get the extra skater out there, and he just does a nice little backhand, top shelf where Mama hides the good stuff. I mean, there's nothing you could do on that one for Oswego. Wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah, I mean, I saw the one-on-one opportunity there for Geneseo, and we all look at each other like, oh, man.
It just was like the writing was on the
wall, and that's all she wrote.
Let's take a look at some writing on some graphics here as the period summary is up, or actually the game summary at this point. Look at that, guys. 56 shots for the Lakers. Geneseo, I mean, what are you doing? But they still somehow wound up with the victory. Oswego kept peppering and peppering and peppering. Still walk out of here with the L.
I mean, Petizian, single-handedly saved this game for Geneseo.
Oh, yeah.
We saw multiple times there in overtime, just block after block after block and goal.
I thought it was over like twice.
Not to cut you off, because I want to hear from you too, Shetler, about that. But that final save from Matt Petizian, I made the comment to you, Tommy. I think that might be one of the best saves I've ever seen live. I mean, that was incredible. Here's just a package of all of them from Petizian. If it pops up, I'll shout over you guys. But Shetler, 53 saves from this dude.
How are you?
Get this man a steak on the way home, please.
Yeah, Petizian's going to have like a welcoming dinner back home. He's going to have a home parade when he comes back to Geneseo. I mean, that was just an outstanding performance, and I do not think that the Geneseo Ice Knights come out with a win if that man is not on your team.
I mean, just absolutely incredible. That last save, which was not featured in there, seriously the game decider. I mean, down 1, the puck is not leaving your side of the ice, and wide open on the left side of the net. Petizian full extension, saves it. Boom, pass down, and we got it. We got the replay if we want to go to that right now. I mean, just an incredible, here it comes. Ready for it. Here we go. There it is. Look at this. I mean, just sprawling it out. The puck is wide open, man. And this dude is just that dude. The save keeps that team in the game and gets him that big victory tonight, guys.
Yeah, like we said, I mean, goalie play, they said it in the booth earlier. That's what they're going to rely on, both teams.
That's what it came down to.
Yeah.
This might have been one of the best performances in the goal we've probably seen all year.
I think in the nation.
Yeah.
Got to be up there.
Yeah. I mean, that's up there with top performances from the Wizard of Kaz.
Yeah, absolutely. And you think of like just around what we saw even last week with Cortland.
Yeah.
I mean, just 2 straight incredible goalie performances. But speaking of Cortland, let's take a look at how they fare in our trip around the SUNYAC. Our last trip, unfortunately, so it's going to bring a tear to our eyes. But Cortland wound up with the victory. Plattsburgh absolutely routed on Fredonia 10-3. And Buffalo State with the overtime victory, continuing that heat. winding up winning. No upsets in around the SUNYAC other than right here behind us that just went on. So, gentlemen, anything sticks out to you? I know we're going to talk a little bit about standings. A lot of implications on the line here today, and there's what's going to go down in the paper.
I mean, just Plattsburgh 10-3.
It's a slaughter.
Yeah.
I wouldn't expect that for any hockey game. 10 goals in a game, 6 in the first period. Cortland, Brockport, tough game overall. Cortland, they're a tough, gritty team. And Buffalo, unlike Cincinnati, this Bengal got to win. So, 5-4 win. Potsdam's showing, they can still hang with these big-time teams in the SUNYAC. They just can't finish it off. They can't execute.
Yeah, and Shetler, or did I interrupt
No,
you?
you're good.
Okay,
You're
and
good.
Shetler, man, this is a Plattsburgh team that came into the Deb and struggled. So we're talking teams here that are beating teams. A lot of teams splitting the season series. Of course, Geneseo winning one tonight. Oswego winning one on the road. Oswego still up there in the standings. So teams have beaten teams. There really hasn't been one clear route like we've seen in the past of teams taking that lead to the SUNYAC. How exactly has this shapen the playoffs?
Yeah, and like you say, like for football, any given Sunday, but same thing here. There's a lot of flip-flopping games, and Plattsburgh, Oswego couldn't complete the sweep, but they looked, at any given Sunday, or not necessarily any given game. It can happen, and now it's so flip-floppy. This whole SUNYAC standing, and the end of the season is going to be unpredictable. to say the least.
One thing to mention though with the standing is they're going to get 1 point still because it's an overtime loss.
Yeah.
So if you're not walking away with no points, you get the 1 point, which is huge to sit up for top 2 in the SUNYAC. SUNYAC's the rest of the way for them for the rest of the year. They got 2 games on the road, I believe, and then 2 at home. We got Brockport tomorrow. That's going to be a huge game, I think. That's where they try to have to get their momentum back on track.
Absolutely.
We saw it there in the third period. They got some momentum. It's time to build off that. It's time to build off that power play unit. We saw 2 goals out of it. Let's try to build on that. Try to get at least 1 more tomorrow night. And then you got Morrisville. You want some revenge there in that game. We saw what happened there early on in December in the year. Not good. It was the last time Morrisville beat Oswego, I think, in Oswego since like 2011.
Yeah.
And then Buffalo State, that's a must-win right there. All these games are must-win for them.
Yeah. And these are all winnable games, and bottom line, they have to win these games. If they want any chance at keeping that 2 seed that they have right now, they did get a point, but regardless, they need to win all 4 of these games, and they need to win and come out because the postseason is going to be difficult, to say the least.
Absolutely. If they want to be playing a postseason game here in the Deb, under the lights, they're going to need to win out. But, gentlemen, tough loss today. I'll pose the question to the both of you. How do you come back? Less than 24 hours from now, you've got to play a very winnable and a must-win game against Brockport.
Well, I think you look at the positives. You try to have a short memory. I know that you guys lost this one, but there are positives. You guys got a lot of shots on goal. I mean, you were just getting pucks on net, boom, 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 all throughout the game. You build off that last period. We saw them work on the power play. They did really good on the power play. There's some things to fix in the defense, a little bit of fast break opportunities. That's fixable. I think they're a well-coached team. Coach Kosek's going to get them ready. And I think you just have to build off of what you did tonight. Because before tonight, we didn't see a lot of positives from this team in that Cortland game, besides the 2 goals back-to-back.
And there is no moral victories in hockey, but if there was something close to a moral victory, it would be that final period of hockey that we just witnessed. And I think they got to ride off of that, not think about the first 2 periods, and they got to ride off of that third period momentum, and they got to just shake it off and get right back into it against Brockport tomorrow.
Got to end it with a Taylor Swift reference.
Yeah.
We absolutely love it, but that'll do it for all of us up here today on the Perch. An absolutely incredible game. There we all are if you want to wave. All right, there's Patsy as well. We want to send a big thank you to our producer, Thomas Surgeon, to our director, Mike Griswold, and everybody that turned up on a very, 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 very cold day in Oswego. But we're going to catch you later on from the Perch. Jacob Bradley, Thomas Tallerino, Michael Shetler, wishing you guys a very safe night. And please, not just stay safe, but stay warm, everybody. We'll see you later.
Yeah.